All right. We back at it like a crack addict, y'all. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this thing on, ladies and gentlemen? Can you all see me? Most importantly, and I stress this, because this is the most important part, can you all hear me? Mic check. What's going on, people? What's happening? What's up, y'all? All right, let me just go ahead and drag this chat out right quick. Bang. Bring this guy over here right quick. Okay. All right. G and the Don says the audios and visuals are good. So I guess you would say the audios are indeed matching the visuals. That's what's up, my brother. That's what's up. What's going on, people? What's happening? What's up? Shout out to the chat starting at the top. You know how we do. We got Ghost Fixter. What's going on? Getting back to the swing of things. What's going on, my brother? Oh, we got Rhino242. Let's go. Welcome back. Yo, this man Rhino, though. Let me talk to y'all about this man Rhino in a second, though. What's going on, Angel? How you doing, bro? Let's see. We got Sean Wakalski in the chat. Damn, y'all were in here bright and early. I appreciate it. I love it. We got D Laval 100. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right, my brother. I'm a new guy, but I enjoy these talks. Well, welcome to the stream, man. Oh, seriously, bro. Thank you for coming and joining us for Ask Neo. It's definitely an experience, as many folks here will tell you. And I'm happy you're along for the ride, man. Let's see. Oh, we got the homie Flame in the chat. We got Narukami. Oh, of course, we got NKDN. We got Fear No Hate. Justin Plays. Luis Mayorga. We got Beto Rods, Zack Rodriguez, Shay Thomas. Oh, we got my boy Spooky in the chat. Spooky Sprocket. Brother Neo is live, baby. All right, let's go. That's a fact. Yo, it's good seeing you, Spook. We got Khalif Adil. Let's see who else we got in here. Oh, we got Flame coming in with the $5 super chat. Oh, no. Let's see what fraudulence he be saying. Y'all, Neo be frauding on us. There's a reason he won't do the Doki Doki streams. He's not a gamer anymore. He's got a lady. JK, love you, brother. Oh, Flame, why you putting my business out there? Why you putting my business out there, man? Nah, but you know what? We're going to talk about that a little bit, Flame. Flame is like, you know what? You might as well get it out in the open, man, because it's right there. Would appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, we got oh wow, I'm dead. So we got Pierre, because I recognize him by his profile picture, but this man changed his name to Attack on Gamer 2K19, man. Listen, that Attack on Titan and all the video games this year, it literally is about to be an attack on video games, bro. I feel it. But it's good to see you, my friend. We got Chris B in the chat. Terrence JG, what's happening, my brother? Soapbox Games, hello, sir. Ooh, hello to you too. We got Kiko Jones. Dude, I got food. Hey, Neo, it's been a while. It has been a while. I asked you to bring food last time. You didn't bring food this time. And now I'm just kind of disappointed, bro. What's going on with this? What's this about? Oh, here we go. We got the Vengeful Slayer Metalhead Gamer. What's happening, brother? We got Amazing JD. Yo, Neo, y'all better not be talking about Bruno. Well, I mean, you just brought up Bruno, Jason. So, man, just being honest, if there's one person who shouldn't be talking about Bruno, it should probably be you, my friend, since you just did that. Rhino's like, what I do now? Exactly. What did you do now, man? Because it always seems like you're doing something. We got Jordan Drummond in the chat. And yo, what's going on? Oh, we got Big Nate, the Big Papa. What's up? And yeah, I think that's everybody so far. We got Alan V. Finally, you're back. Yo, it's you know what the crazy thing is, y'all? I really have not been gone that long from Ask Neos. I think, when was the last time I did Ask Neo? It was oh wow, it's been 1, 2, 3. It's been almost 3.5 weeks. So y'all might be onto something. Y'all might be onto something with that. 3.5 weeks. Let's see who else we got in here. We got C. Pierre. We got the Black Enigma, or no, he's K Black the Enigma. There we go. I was just trying to mix your names, and I mispronounced your names, man. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, children. I'm sorry. Oh man, it's been 4 weeks. It's been almost 4 weeks. That's a fact. That's a fact, and I'll have some explanations for that as well. Don Otaku coming in, blessing it with the $5 very lewd super chat. This man is just straight up doing eggplants and peaches. And y'all already know what that shit is going, but listen, it's early in the night. It is early in the night, Don Otaku. We do not get into such unwholesome, non-Christian activities here, my friend. Like, just tone it down a bit. Tone it down a bit, my friend. Oh, we got Corey Gryffindor. What's up, my brother? And thankfully, no one has cracked the you know what joke yet. But knowing Corey Gryffindor, he just showed up. He's like, this chat, disappointing. All right, so we're officially 5 minutes into the stream. Let's just get the intro out of the way, y'all. Welcome to another fantastic and fabulous episode of Ask Neo. If y'all are tuning in for the very first time, hello. Ask Neo is my Q&A series, free flow. It's a Q&A series where I attempt to speak English. Sometimes it works out, a lot of the times it doesn't. And it's a series where you guys just ask me questions and I answer them to the best of my ability. There's no type of flow or structure for this Q&A. It is just, I guess you could say, just chatting. So if you guys have anything you want to ask me, feel free to ask it down below in the comment section. If you want your questions to be answered with priority, super chats are available. They're a great way to support the channel. And in general, yeah, man, I mean, we haven't done Ask Neo in close to a month. And there's a couple of reasons behind that, some of which y'all, if you follow your boy on Twitter, you might know. But yeah, so let me just get this out of the way. So first things first, my work schedule has officially, the change I was talking about before has finally gone into effect. So I am back to working weekends right now, which means that, you know, the time slot that we had for Ask Neo, we had to find another day throughout the week to make it happen. And right now I'm testing out Tuesday evenings. Tuesdays might be a pretty good day depending on things, but I want to leave it up to y'all in the comments about what y'all prefer. Like the reason why I'm doing it on Tuesdays right now is because I feel like it might be a pretty good fit. But then again, at the same time, if Wednesdays in the middle of the week work best for some people, maybe Thursdays, who knows? But yeah, man, it's going to be very different because I know a lot of folks might still be at work right now, or they're on their way home from work or something. So it's just like, whoa, asking you what's happening on the weekdays now. Yeah, that's what you do when it comes to this incredible life that we live, being an adult. But yeah, you know, it's all about making shit work in your life and going with the flow. Another thing that's also coming to the mix. I don't know. Should I talk about it now or should I talk about it a little later? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure at all. But in the meantime, if you guys want to take your attention down below to the video description, you'll see a couple of links of interest to all of my social media outlets, from my Facebook account, which I still do not use, but I keep pimping out for some reason. Or should I call it the metaverse account? I don't know. My Instagram profile, my Twitter account, our amazing Discord community run by Shut Up Gabe the Phantom Weirdo, where we can talk about all types of crazy things. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to update y'all on. So let's just get on to answering some of the questions. So I'm gonna start at the top with the folks who came in, and I'm just gonna work my way down. Oh, so Amazing JD, who's been a member of the Phantom Weirdos for the past 3 months, he's got something to say. This man changed his whole ass work schedule so he could catch Batman on March 1st. Hey man, listen. I'm not saying that the two are directly correlated, but it just so happens that it's easier to get off on a It's easier. It's easier to find a way to get off on. It's easier to find a way to request a Tuesday off versus a Saturday, because I'm working Saturdays now. So it's like, okay, I'll give up Saturdays because I have to. But then if I need to get a Tuesday, I can easily get a Tuesday and have a 3-day weekend if I wanted to in the middle of the week. It's just everything is working. Everything works itself out in some way. But yes, that is something that I will be doing on March 1st, because your boy has secured his tickets to go see the Batman, y'all. Oh man, when I tell you, okay, so tickets for the Batman were gonna go on sale March 10th, right? We all knew this. It was gonna happen that day. Not March 10th, I'm sorry, February 10th. I'm about to say, yo, we in March already? Damn. Tickets were supposed to go on sale February 10th, but then all of a sudden there was this listing that went up on Fandango, and it said like there's gonna be this Batman fan first premiere. And no one had a real good idea of what it was, but you know, it's like, oh, it might be like the Batman shown maybe an hour earlier, who knows? And then the very next day, WB and the movie itself dropped and said like, yo, tickets for Batman happening a whole 3 days in advance. Get your tickets now for IMAX and Dolby. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? So I went on there and I was just like, yo, these tickets have got to be sold out, man. I went there, my theater in my hometown, which is like a 5-minute drive, with the biggest IMAX screen, bar the one in the city. I Got my tickets for that Tuesday show, 7 p.m. I'm so fucking excited. 7 p.m. March 1st, your boy is gonna go see the Batman in IMAX. And then that same week, that Thursday, I'm seeing that bitch in Dolby Cinema. So we seeing it 2 times in 1 week. Let's fucking get it, bro. I'm so excited for the Batman. Have you guys got your tickets yet? Oh man, I am counting down the days till that movie comes out. I haven't been this excited about a movie since Avengers Endgame. And I know that's not that long ago, considering it's like, what, 3 years? But dude, the level of anticipation that I have for first off, for a Batman movie, let alone a reboot, is just, it's off the charts, man. It's off the charts. I'm so hyped. We have officially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days. So 2 weeks from now, I'll be seeing the Batman in IMAX. I just, so fucking excited, man. We in there like swimwear. We in there. I got the early IMAX tickets for Brooklyn. Oh shit, man. Brooklyn stacked up. Let's go. Let's fucking get it, man. Oh man, all y'all are seeing it on March 1st. Yo, we all about to come out at theaters. Your boy's gonna go live. Well, no, I'm not gonna go live on Twitter Spaces. I can't do that because, you know, most people haven't seen the movie. But I will do like like, if you guys want to get my straight from the theater reactions, go check them on Twitter, because usually when I get out of the theater, I've started recording my reactions to stuff. So yeah, it's exciting, man. And if you guys are enjoying the stream and you find it exciting, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. It's how we grow this little awesome family of ours, and it's how we keep shit pushing, as you know. So I appreciate that, y'all. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and hold on one second, you guys. I gotta go back and answer some of the questions from up top. Alrighty. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the whole Sonic movie Knuckles show in a little bit. Let's see. So some of the questions. Someone says, do y'all fuck with Hershey's chocolate bars, and which one? And that's coming from Luis Mayorga. I mean, as a kid, I really fucked with the Hershey's cookies and cream. But honestly, the older I get, I've kind of grown out of chocolate. Not to say that there isn't still really good chocolate out there. It's just not like my preferred thing if I'm gonna get like a sweet treat. I'll have it if it's really good chocolate, and I've gotten very selective about chocolate. I don't really go too much for the commercial chocolate, unless it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup. I will forever fuck with Reese's peanut butter cups, man. That is one of God's many gifts on this green earth, man. But yeah, in terms of candy, if I have candy, bro, I'm a sour candy kind of guy through and through, man. You give me some sour Skittles, you give me some sour straws, like I'm like on my Twitter bio, it says professional sour candy connoisseur. I take that shit seriously, man. Alrighty. Jordan Peele might have another gem. I'm studying the Nope trailer like crazy. Yo, I haven't even gotten a chance. Bro, this whole past weekend has been a blur between work and some other things. I haven't even gotten a chance to watch Euphoria, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer. Like the only thing I've watched this weekend was the Doctor Strange trailer, man. So I got to go ahead and watch the Nope trailer and catch up on everything else, bro. Like, I just now watched the Super Bowl halftime. Like, I didn't get a chance to because I was busy all day Sunday. But man, it was a pretty good halftime show, man. Sonic 2 and 3 about to be cinema. Martin Scorsese about to roll in his grave. Oh my god. Okay, so Vengeful Slayer says, I hope Nintendo's next console has a virtual console or something where you could play older systems like the Wii, the DS, GameCube, and N64. Yeah, bro, Nintendo is a silly company at times because that's something we've all wanted. And with the Switch, they said they were doing something different and they were doing this rotating list of stuff, but honestly, it does not compare. I remember I was one of those people that said I'm all for them not doing a virtual console if what they give us is something good. And they didn't give us anything good, which fucking sucked. So yeah, it's just really depressing because Nintendo and a lot of the companies that put games on their systems back in the day, they have such an incredible catalog that is sitting there and they're not doing anything with it. And that's what kills me. That's what absolutely kills me. Like, Nintendo has some of the best games at their disposal and they just don't want to do anything. Like, my sister is a Fire Emblem fan, and she just got back into gaming recently with Fire Emblem Three Houses. She loves that game, bro. She's put like, I think almost 200 hours into it, if not more. And she asked me, like, what about the other Fire Emblem games? Are they on the Switch too? And I said, no. And she's like, wait, so they haven't brought forward all the other games like they do on the other consoles? I said, nah, if you want to play old Nintendo games, you're better off emulating them or tracking down the cartridges if you want to spend that amount of money. And she's like, that's dumb. And I'm like, yeah, Nintendo is a dumb company at times. Because, bro, we want to give you money. If you put Awakening on the Switch, I would buy it. Hell, if you put Fates on the Switch, I would buy it. If you put Echoes on the Switch, I would buy it. If you just put the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games on the Switch, I would buy it. But Nintendo doesn't want to do that, and it kills me. Like, why do y'all hate money so much? But then again, I think that requires effort. As bare minimum as it is, it just requires effort to do that. And if they can make maximum returns with putting no effort, like Skyward Sword HD, then yeah, they're gonna do it. Oh boy, I wish, man, I wish. We have a $9.99 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. Thank you so much, brother. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Are you sick of the anti-Trump rhetoric in movies and award shows? I am. I hate Donald Trump, but I want to be entertained when I watch a movie or an award show and not be lectured. Yeah, that's the thing when it comes to the left and their politics. The thing is, I have no problem with wanting to critique a politician. There were plenty of movies that came out during the Bush administration that were very critical of his policies. But the way that it's been going about in like recent, like definitely like past like 6-7 years, it's just not fun, man. They think that by throwing in a Trump joke or whatever, that's why it's going to be funny. And I'm like, no. You need to add some nuance to it. You have to, if you are going to go for the jugular, make it funny. But they don't do that, which is why it comes off as so cringy, so forced. And it's like, dude, come on now. But I mean, that's just unfortunately what happens. Like people make jokes about Republicans being lame, which they are. But Democrats being lame is even worse because they hold the majority of stake in the entertainment world. So it's like, you guys are the artists, you guys are the creatives, you're supposed to be the folks running this stuff, and you come out with this type of dribble that's not even funny. Like, I don't like Trump, but if you're gonna make fun of Trump, make it funny. Like, Trump and the shit that he says is 10 times more funny than anything that his critics have said before. And that just blows my mind. Like, how is the person y'all making fun of 10 times funnier than you are, and you guys make a living cracking jokes? That is what blows my mind. That is what blows my mind. But yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason I don't watch all these award shows. I mean, every now and then I'll tune in for the Oscars, depending on if I have free time. But I mean, it's just one giant circle jerk at the end of the day. It's like, let's celebrate us and our success. You know, let's not focus on the other aspects of the entertainment, you know, like stunt choreographers or all the other people, but let's just pat ourselves on the back, you know? But yeah, man, I'm totally in agreement with you. Like, if you are going to do that, make it topical, make it relevant, have fun with it. And it just, but you know, the thing is, John, that requires folks to actually be funny and creative. And let's be real. I mean, when you have people like Amy Schumer out there who somehow make such a killing and a success by not being funny, then obviously the bar is very low for a lot of these people. So they don't have to try, man. They don't have to try. But what's going on to all new people in the chat? What's up, Marcus Doyle, Terrell? What's going on, Black Star, HD Boom Bap? Oh, we got Havoc in the chat too. Finally made it to a live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where's your daughter, Havoc? She's usually in here. Bella's usually in here unless she's doing homework. I don't know. Oh yeah, I got a whole family. Literally, I have a whole family. I got Havoc, Rhino, Bella, all these people. I got this man's whole family watching me. This shit is crazy. All right. So $4.99 super chat coming in from the homie Gian the Don. Thank you so much, my friend. Nintendo getting requests to make old games easy to buy on new consoles is like the Smithers covers his face from the strippers meme. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. Nintendo, I don't know, man. I mean, is it the fact that they don't have the expertise to do that? Because I'm way more inclined to believe that than the fact that Nintendo doesn't like money. I thoroughly believe Nintendo does not know how to bring their games forward. Because look at what they did with the N64 Nintendo Switch Online ROM, right? They somehow found a way to fuck up N64 games on the Switch. How? Like, these people get paid good money, and they, like, how do fans do it for free? And they make it better. I don't understand Nintendo sometimes, bro. I truly don't. Because remember, this is the same company that's like 5 years later will unlock Bluetooth in the Nintendo Switch. Like 5 years later, what changed from 2017 to now? I have no good idea. Oh man. $4.99 super chat coming in from the homie Corey Gryffindor. Thank you so much, bro. What's your favorite Nomura art style? He's of course referring to Tetsuya Nomura, as you guys know. The old style from Final Fantasy VII, the solid colors of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, the pointy sharp style from The World Ends With You, or the modern style messy brown Kingdom Hearts 3. Ooh, honestly, bro, I'm torn between two of them. So right off the bat, I am a huge sucker for The World Ends With You and its aesthetic. I love the way the characters are drawn like that. And every single time Tetsuya Nomura comes out and he does like new drawings, I always love seeing if it's going to be something out of The World Ends With You. Because I think that's Nomura when he was at his most creative and everybody had their own, no pun intended, rhyme and reason to it. That's not to say that something like Kingdom Hearts isn't very creative, but if you look at the character designs of a lot of the Kingdom Hearts characters, they're not... I'm not saying they're not as dynamic as The World Ends With You or something like a Final Fantasy, but they come off very, very similar, extremely similar. Like you can tell, okay, all these characters are definitely in the same series, man. Whereas something like a Final Fantasy VII, I mean, you could look at a character like Barrett and you can look at him and be like, oh, he could exist in any number of games, right? And same thing for Cloud and Tifa. Like they have their own distinct personality to their look, and by nature of them being in this game, it just feels like a whole bunch of different characters coming together on this adventure, rather than, okay, all these Kingdom Hearts characters look like they're from the same game. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely more of a World Ends With You aesthetic with a mix of like the older Final Fantasy, where it literally looks like different people coming together on a journey. Alrighty. What's going on to all the new people joining in? We got Reed94, we got Warrior Fellow. You streaming on the weekdays now? Yeah, so Ask Neo going forward is going to be a weekday. It's going to be a weekday thing. I haven't settled on the date yet, whether it'll be like a Monday or a Tuesday, but it's going to be one of those 2 days depending on things. I don't really see a lot of people streaming on Tuesdays versus like, you know, Monday nights, Boomstick has his show, Sunday nights is Weapon Wheel, Rand and Jez go live Friday afternoons, but no one really does Tuesday nights, so Tuesdays might be the wave. $5 super chat coming in from Don Otaku. Why is it a Nintendo thing when Xbox is the only one who's doing it right this gen and Sony has never done it right before? So, I mean, the thing is, Xbox... The thing about Xbox, and I like to say this, is Xbox has just got a lot of fuck you money. They really do, man. So they have the opportunity to put out things like the backwards compatibility program when realistically it doesn't do much for them. I'm thoroughly convinced that they did the backwards compatibility program, number one, to prove that they can do it, number two, for brownie points, and number three, I would just say because they want to build the Xbox brand into more of a legacy and to say that they have access to 4 generations of consoles. But the thing about backwards compatibility and what they're doing, you know, making the games like backwards compatible, like up-resing them in some situations, unlocking the frame rate with FPS boost. A lot of that is time consuming and requires a lot of research and development. And if you're not going to be able to make a sizable return off of it, some companies will probably be like, no, I don't want to do that. So we're going to give people the opportunity to play their old games and they're not going to be charged for it. You know, like there's a lot of companies who would much rather remaster a game and sell it to you versus giving you the option to have it backwards compatible. And of course, if you remaster something and it looks a lot better, maybe it runs on a better engine, it has a better frame rate, better assets, then of course you'll be more inclined to buy that. But just having the access to something like Red Dead Redemption, you know, Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox Series X running at like 4K, and it looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There is no Red Dead remaster right now. I mean, there's rumors of it happening, but just the ability to play that game in such an insane resolution is incredible. PlayStation, they're kind of fucked because they don't have a proper way to get all the generations since it's different architecture. But I mean, there are rumors that they might use streaming to make it work, which is not a viable option at all because, you know, you don't own your games and streaming introduces latency problems. But who knows? Maybe they've been working on something secret behind the scenes. So yeah, I mean, I'll always say this when it comes to playing old games. I appreciate it. It's very fun to like pop in Splinter Cell Conviction, which I just bought recently on Xbox, and dude, it's just so surreal going through Splinter Cell again. But at the same time, I think most of us would rather new games come out that are really quality versus old stuff. But it is great to have access to it because every now and then you're just like, yeah, I could replay Splinter Cell. I could definitely do that. Man, you know, I'll go around and waste 80 hours on another Lost Odyssey playthrough. So it's cool to have that option. Hey Harrison, what's going on? Ah, no worries, bro. No worries. I feel like everybody gets to the streams exactly when they're supposed to. So shout out to you guys. All right, so Zack Rodriguez, who's been a member of the Phantom Weirdos for the past 4 months. Thank you so much. Hey Neo, hope you've been good, bro. I've been very swell, my guy. Also, just curious, how do you think the difficulty of the Devil May Cry games compares to other hard games like Dark Souls, etc.? So, I don't think that Devil May Cry is really that much of a challenging game. It's definitely not something you can button mash your way through. But I don't think it is something on the level of Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a challenging game. Devil May Cry, it just requires you to know how to string together combos together. And then from there, it's all about stringing together combos in the most fashionable way. And then once you get to juggling and all that cool stuff. But they're not impossible. Like I've known more people who have been able to beat a Devil May Cry game versus people who are able to beat a Souls title. Because with a Souls game, a lot of the thing about the Souls game is people don't like the idea of losing your progress, so to say. So live, die, repeat. They don't like the idea of, okay, you know, you just go there and when you die, you lose your health or you lose all your souls. And it's just like, fuck, I got to go through this again. Well, yeah, you have to because you got to overcome this boss. So I would say that the Devil May Cry games are inherently easier in that regard because there isn't such a stake attached to it. But at the same time, they're two different games, two different amazing games. But, you know, I would say I have a lot more fun with Devil May Cry because you can pull off. Devil May Cry is a legit adrenaline rush of epic proportions. If you're playing it on the hardest difficulty, which I struggle to do, I have no qualms in saying that I cannot beat Devil May Cry 5 on the hardest difficulty. But at the same time, it's really fun trying to do that and just like the music going. It's fucking awesome, bro. But yeah. There's that. Oh, we getting everybody coming in tonight. Awesome. Shout out to y'all. Wow, you guys are blessing it tonight with the super chats. Thank you so much, y'all. $5 coming in from Justin Ayala. You gonna get King of Fighters 15? I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. So you guys know me, I'm not really too big when it comes to fighting games. I enjoy them. They're fun to pick up and play every now and then. But to me, I just don't have the time to get into the lab and really practice characters versus characters. It's not my cup of tea. I'd much rather spend my time, you know, playing The Witcher for the 88th playthrough. But I totally understand and get why people play fighting games. Like my boy is really big into Dragon Ball Fighters. And, you know, we would just be in party chats. And he would just be, you know, labbing with his team and everything. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm the best Yamcha player around. And I was like, that's fucking awesome, dude. So, yeah, I'm not a big fighting game fan. But at the same time, you know, similar to like other things. Like, I don't really play too many competitive first-person shooters. But when you see the pros and what they're able to pull off, it's like, that's some respect right there. But I've heard good things about King of Fighters, though, the new one. Nah, Devil May Cry 4 is a very underrated game. I mean, I would have preferred more Dante and less Nero, because I feel like Nero in that game wasn't the best written character, and that was the biggest problem. Because to me, it's like, it's not that they introduced a new character, it's how he's handled and how he's written. But then you go into Devil May Cry 5, and it's like, oh, this is pretty fucking dope. So, yeah, no, it's a very good game, especially if you got the special edition. Oh, man, that special edition, holy shit. DIMWITMONKEY, Wagwan, my guy. What's up? All right, let's see some of the other questions that you guys asked. Let's see. I'm scrolling back up. Sorry about this. Yes, I will be watching Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan probably after this stream, because I'm so behind, man. Let's see. I know everyone's saying like address the elephant in the room. So you guys want me to address the elephant in the room? Is it time for me to address the elephant in the room, or should we do like 1 or 2 topics? Because I mean, I'm seeing some comments, bro. I'm seeing some comments, man. I'm seeing some comments, bro. All right, so until you guys figure that out, I'm just gonna respond to some stuff. What are your thoughts on the next gen Cyberpunk update? So yeah, CD Projekt Red, basically they hyped it up over the past few days, but they finally dropped patch, I think it's 1.5 or 100.5, depending on how many times they've patched this fucking game, which is the official next gen update for Cyberpunk 2077. It's kind of surreal that it took almost it took 14 months for them to put this out, but I mean, it's here now. From what I've been reading, it looks pretty decent across the board, but then again, I haven't done the testing for myself because I'm not going to really play Cyberpunk until, you know, I get through a lot of other games that are really interesting me, which right now the only game on my radar is Horizon Forbidden West. But I think at some point down the road, when Cyberpunk goes on sale again for like $5, I'll give it another shot, because that playthrough I did, I think it was like what, 10-15 hours, something like that, before I gave up. It was pretty interesting to an extent. It was just I couldn't vibe with the just because I was playing it on PS5, and you know, it was not the greatest experience through backwards compatibility. Not because it's PS5, but just in general with that game. I'll wait a little while, because I mean, I just have more interesting games that I want to play. But I've heard some people have enjoyed Cyberpunk a lot. Some people have said it's good, but not Witcher 3 level good. So yeah, it's not really at the top of my radar. They did offer a 5-hour trial, so if you are on the fence about getting the game, you could play for free for 5 hours, which, I mean, 5 hours, I don't know if that'll really sell somebody on a game, because, you know, when it comes to RPGs, the first couple hours can be pretty rough. Like, if you play the first couple hours of Witcher 3 and you compare it to when you get to like Witcher 3 at hour 15, hour 20, completely different, man. Because I remember those first few hours of Witcher 3, you're getting your ass kicked left, right, and center. But then when you start unlocking like the mutant gens and getting into the skill trees, you're like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be done. But yeah, they're doing a next gen update for The Witcher 3. They haven't exactly said when, but they said like Q2. So with any luck, the earliest we could get that would be like what, summer, maybe early spring. We'll see. Oh, you guys are making it rain like I'm a cheap $2 whore on Tuesdays. Holy shit, I can actually say that for a change because it is Tuesday. So I guess we're at the strip club. Okay, so you guys want me to... All right, okay. So super chats. I have the super chats saved right here. I will get to those in a second, guys, because these are some really good questions. But your boy Neo has got some... Your boy Neo has a life update. Your boy Neo has a life update. Man, I don't know. I don't know what better way to say it than your boy is cuffed. Your boy is officially cuffed, y'all. All right, moving along. Back to the super chats. Okay, so we got a $4.99 super chat coming in from Corey Gryffindor. Also, what 2D Disney, 3D Disney, Pixar, and live action worlds would you want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4 or whatever the fuck they name the next game? Damn, I've never seen Corey so aggressive. Jesus Christ. I mean, you already know, bro. Like, as far as worlds in Kingdom Hearts are concerned, man, like I've been gunning for Atlantis and Treasure Planet for the longest time. They're two of the most underrated Disney movies out there. And I just think that the worlds themselves would be so perfect for Kingdom Hearts. Like, dude, just the contrast in those worlds would be incredible. For the same reason, I would love to see them do Princess and the Frog, because I've always loved the aesthetic. And, you know, that being the last 2D animated Disney movie, it just never got a lot of the Disney movies in the early to mid 2000s didn't get the love and appreciation that they deserve. So yeah, at the top of the list, it'd be those three. In terms of like 3D stuff, I mean, they already did Frozen and Tangled, and Like the Frozen shit shouldn't have happened, man. That was because the licensing restrictions. They couldn't really do a lot of different stuff because it would harm the brand. But yeah, if I'm talking like other stuff, man, I'm trying to think. Like, I think they could do a lot with Inside Out if they had an Inside Out world in Kingdom Hearts. But then again, they would just evolve into the whole things like feelings and heart. I mean, it would have that Kingdom Hearts cheese, so I think it would work. I'd have to think. I'm still gunning for this Incredibles world. I'm still gunning for that. I feel like that would be amazing. But they just ain't gonna do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my guns. Treasure Planet, Atlantis, and Princess and the Frog. $4.99 from Zack Rodriguez. Neo, so I know you love The Witcher 3. My friends hate on the game a lot. I haven't played The Witcher 3, but I know a lot of people love it and some don't. Yeah, the thing about The Witcher 3, a lot of people don't like the combat in the game, which I can understand because the combat is probably the weakest part about it. But at the same time, it's not the worst combat system in an RPG. I mean, are you going to be ducking and covering a lot? Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, you just use your Witcher abilities, you use your signs, you take down the people, and that's it. Everything else about The Witcher 3, from its world building to its character dialogue, the missions, the music, all of that stuff is what makes The Witcher 3 one of the greatest games ever created. And if everything else in your game is on a level 10 and then the combat is maybe like a 7, I can push through the game. I can push through it because there are so many things in The Witcher 3 that other games that may be more polished from a combat perspective, they don't even come close. Like how deep the narrative is in The Witcher 3, how the side missions in the game have as much meat as the main missions, how the DLC for The Witcher 3 is better than some full-priced video games. Like there's just a lot of things they did right with The Witcher 3 that I can somewhat excuse the combat not being a 10 out of 10. Like Horizon, for example. I really enjoyed Horizon. The writing and dialogue in Horizon is dog shit. The lore is interesting, but everything else, the writing and the dialogue is so fucking weird. Like, people don't speak like this. But the game is very beautiful, and it has an incredible combat system. Well, outside the spear system, but taking down the dinos and shit, like, that is awesome. So it's just one of those things where, like, what world would you want to go back to? I'll go back to The Witcher 3 because everything else is on such a high level versus Horizon, which is pretty to look at, and it's fun to play. But for me, if I'm playing a long RPG, I need to care about the story and the characters. And with all those audio logs in Horizon, I'm like, bro, really? This is how you're telling the story? Let's see. $5 super chat from DIMWITMONKEY. How do you feel about Patrick Stewart as Corey from Corey in the House being confirmed for Doctor Strange 2? Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Doctor Strange in a little bit because that's a whole other thing. But appreciate the super chat, DIMWITMONKEY. Do not worry, that is a topic. $2 coming in from the homie Shadow712 podcast. When also read Autocracy. Okay, so now, like, man, I mean, now that your boy is cuffed, I gotta go ahead and start penciling things into my schedule, cause you gotta make fucking time for the shit you want. So yeah, man, what are we gonna do the podcast over, Danny? Like, we did the Dragon Ball podcast finally, and now I feel like we're all complete with everything. I don't know, but we gotta do something, man. Hey, man, maybe you go see that Batman movie with us. We gonna do that. Nah, Horizon's story is not on the same level of The Witcher 3. Horizon's, I just replayed Horizon. The story and the side missions are not on the same level. Not on the same level, man. Most of Horizon's side missions was fucking bullshit, bro. Like, oh, just go here, do that, do everything. I'm like, I don't care about you, nigga. Like, what? So Hugh-son says, Neo, what's the beef with you and Strictly about Horizon? Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. So shout out to my homie Strictly on Twitter. That's my guy right there. That's my dog. Love the dude. But my homie Strictly, he been frauding for a while. He been frauding, and if y'all know Strictly, y'all better send this video to him right now because I'm about to go in. Oh, I see the super chat now, Arkami. I'll answer in a second. But my homie Strictly, man. So, every now and then we all like to engage in the console war stuff. Like, not to a crazy degree, like the weirdos, but we like to have some fun. So I noticed that my homie Strictly was having a back and forth with one of my other homies, Old Man Logan. And, they was just talking about stuff and everything. And Strictly was talking like how, he beat Horizon. right? And somebody did some detective work and they found out, like, nigga, you didn't beat Horizon. Like, look at your trophies. And he's just like, no, I beat Horizon. I got to the end of the game. This man strictly got to like I want to say like 85% through the story. And just because there was a point in the story where it feels like you're getting close to the end of the game, he thought that, yeah, I'm at the end of the game, bro. I beat the game. And then we all asked him, well, you didn't get the trophy, bro. What happened? He's like, yeah, but this is the end of the game. I was like, did you see the credits roll, nigga? And so literally for the past like 5 years, this man's been saying that he beat Horizon and he didn't, until we all started clowning him about it. He's just like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go back and beat it. So he beat the game, and you know, every now and then I would tease him about it because it's like fucking funny, bro. Like how you say, like me, for example, I'm on the last mission of Tales of Arise. I haven't beat Tales of Arise, but I ain't gonna say like, yeah, I beat Tales of Arise, bro. So it's just all funny shit with Strictly. Strictly is the homie, but we gotta roast him about that because he was like, you know, playing detective with all the trophies and achievements of other people, and it's like, fam, you didn't even beat Horizon. How you hyping up the second game? Oh, but that's my dog right there. I love the dude. But shout out to all the people joining in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Shout out. Okay. So someone was asking me, isn't gameplay more important than story in games? Gameplay is extremely important, and I prefer really good gameplay. But when you're playing an RPG, RPGs aren't known to have the, like Fallout, for example. Fallout New Vegas as a first-person shooter feels terrible. But the world and all the other stuff you do in Fallout is so good that it pushes you through it. So that's why Fallout New Vegas is held in such high regard. And I think it depends on the games that you are playing. Obviously, like BioShock, for example, shooting mechanics don't hold up very well, but the story and the world of Rapture and the atmosphere is a 10 out of 10. So in the case of like Witcher 3 and Horizon, they're both RPGs. Horizon has better gameplay, but everything else about it is not on the level of The Witcher 3, which for me in an RPG, that is what really matters. Because I didn't give a fuck about most of the shit happening with Aloy and her other people. But in The Witcher 3, I cared about all these niggas. I cared about that nigga down the block, and I don't even know that nigga, man. So, yeah. Well, you guys are blessing it tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, so $3 super chat coming in from Narukami 2D. What's the background story on the relationship? Oh, okay. So obviously, I can't tell y'all everything because you know it's like I'm not at that point where I want to talk about some stuff publicly, but I can give you a little bit of details. So basically, I matched with someone on Tinder, and you know, I'm not really on dating apps like that. Like these days, I'm only on dating apps like maybe once a week for 5 minutes, and then I'm like, fuck this shit. But I booted up Tinder one night, and I noticed that I had matched with somebody 3 weeks ago. And so I'm thinking, all right, I'll match with somebody. I mean, I'll message her. Let's see what it is. And she messaged back, which I thought was very weird for someone who, you know, we matched 3 weeks ago. And then we just get to talking, and we end up video chatting that night. Really good conversation. We were video chatting for 2 hours, which is crazy. And in the process, I learned that we actually work out at the same gym, which was fucking insane. Like, how do you match with somebody on Tinder and you realize that you both go to the same gym together? It was the craziest thing in the world. But then we met in person, and we were like, oh, you're you. He's like, yeah, you're you, and all that stuff. And so your boy asked her out on a date, as you do. Had a really good time, you know, and then you keep going, you keep applying pressure. Went out another date, had another amazing time. We talked like so much throughout that past week about everything. Cause you know, guys, I mean, like I said, I'm not getting into, I'm not going to tell you guys the full details of the story. Cause you know, right now it's very personal for me. But basically like we had a lot of honest and tough conversations in like the first 2 weeks because I mean, I'm not getting any younger, man. I mean, I seem young. I am young. You know, I'm going to be 30. I'm going to be 30 next year. But I'm at that point where I don't want to waste my fucking time, bro. Like I'm either going to be in a relationship and happy or single and happy. I don't want any in between. So like we just had a lot of honest conversations, like non-negotiables. Let's talk about what fucked you up in your last relationship. Let's talk about all these things now so we don't waste any time in the future because we don't want to do that. Like, listen, it is what it is. And so we talked about all those things, a lot of vulnerable things, and you know, it was really profound conversations. So, and that's something I'd never done before, because I always thought that you don't talk about those things early on. It's gonna kill the vibe. But I don't give a fuck about vibes, man. I don't give a fuck about going with the flows. I need to know if we are compatible and if we're gonna cause problems for each other. That's it. So we had those honest to God conversations where we air out both of our dirty laundry, and it was very good. And then we went out on another date, and it was also amazing. And then at that point, I'm just like, I gotta lock this down, bro, because this everything. I'm not seeing anything wrong. Locked it down, and here we are. And I know that's just a very like condensed version of it, but you know, that's just me, man. Like, if I see something that is very, very good, not just on paper, but in general, and I see a lot of stuff there, I'm just like, I'll take a shot with it. And you go for it, man. And so far, so well, man. So far, so good. I can't speak tonight, you guys. I'm getting back into the Ask Neo flow. But yeah. And it's funny. It's funny because my boy Rhino over here, he came up from Queens to work out with me. And it was crazy because like because me and my girl, we work out at the same gym, but sometimes we're there at the same time. Sometimes we aren't. You know, we're adults. We have lives and jobs and shit. And that so happened to be like, oh, she was there at that time. So Rhino got to meet her and everything. And it was so funny because we were all talking, and Rhino over here was basically like, because you know, like your boys, you fucking boys, but your boys are also respectful. So they kind of like tone it down a bit when they're around the ladies until they know exactly how they can be around them. And then my girl started roasting Rhino, and then he was just like, oh, that's how it's gonna be. And I'm just like, oh, these two are gonna get along just fine. So yeah, man, it's really good, you guys. And you know, like, man, it's presumptuous, whatever, but like, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good about this, you guys. And normally I wouldn't talk about a lot of this stuff openly, at least not for a long time, because you guys know I keep shit pretty private. But I don't know, just having the conversation about all the shit, you know, all the important shit, that really is what made me be like, okay, let's go through with it. Because if we didn't have that conversation, then I'd be like, oh, let's wonder what could be. But the fact that like the shit that I heard, man, it was very important. Very, very important stuff I needed to hear, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to waste any time. I know, like I said, I'm 28. I'm not that old, but at the same time, I'm old enough to not want to waste my time in bullshit. Let's see. But yeah, some of y'all are asking some questions. She a nerd like you? She's not really a nerd like me in this sort of sense, but she's definitely goofy like me. The best way I can describe it, guys, is just imagine me, but as a woman. And like, I remember I roasted her in the beginning, and then she roasted me 10 times harder, and I was like, that is fucking attractive. Like, I need to be with a girl who can roast me, man. Like, that's just how it is, bro. You got to be able to, like, straight up, man. But yeah, she's not really a nerd, but she does support what I do and everything. And obviously we go to movies all the time and all that stuff. Is she the same girl you talked about in your Sunday story time? No, Jason, she is not. Is she younger or older than you? She's older than me. I don't know. I just attract older women, but we're in the same like age range. So yeah. But yeah, the important thing is that you don't, even though like, yeah, it's cool being in a relationship, you do not lose sight of the objective. Never lose sight of the objective, gentlemen. Never lose sight of the objective. Keep on pushing and focusing on being the best version of you possible, because regardless of anything else in life, that's what matters at the end of the day. So keep focusing on your purpose, your passion, your career, your self-improvement, your self-development. All of that stuff is what is paramount, because relationships should be you coming together and building in that regard, but you still need to build yourself. But did she hit the like button? I don't know. I gotta ask her about this. She might be watching. I hope she's not watching right now, because then she'll be like, is that really how you're gonna condense our story? I'm like, no, you don't need to know everything. Did she hit the like button? I'm gonna ask. Well, I mean, she I mean, technically, yeah, because she swiped back, you know, I guess. You gotta watch Doctor Strange 2 with her. I mean, she already knows. Like, she already knows I'm that dude. Like, Thursdays, I'm there. Thursdays, 6 p.m., man. That's what we do. That is what we do, man. But yeah, let me go ahead and get back to some of the super chats right quick. Ooh, so we have Colin, my boy, coming in, who's been a member for 19 months. The next Hokage tier. Colin, my brother, as always, thank you so much, my friend. Hey, Chris, how are you tonight, man? Oh, I'm doing swell, my guy. I'm doing swell. You sent in this while I was telling that story, so that's why I didn't get back to it yet. But thank you so much for the support, bro. Congrats on the new girl, too. Well, thank you, man. Let's hope this one goes better for you. Yeah, Colin telling it like it is. That's a fact, bro. Honestly, the older we get, you got to say things like that. You have to. So, yeah, shit, absolutely, bro. Fingers crossed. Here's my question. Oh my god, bro. I can't hold on a sec. Hold on. I gotta the music is about to run out, so I gotta go ahead and get this other track right quick. Hold on. Because I hate when it just goes silent. It doesn't loop into the next one. I should download everything here and do that, but I don't. Like, fucking hell. Hold on. Okay. Where is this? Okay. All right, back to Colin's thing. What are some of your favorite Martin Scorsese films? 19 months. Appreciate you as always. Thank you, bro. So yeah, as far as Martin Scorsese stuff is concerned, I haven't seen his full filmography. I've seen quite a few of his movies. Obviously, you know, The Irishman was the most recent one. That was pretty cool. It was one of those movies where, like, I enjoy it, but at the same time, I can see why others might not enjoy it. One, obviously, because of the length, and two, because it's kind of like a play by the book Scorsese type of movie. It checks all the boxes, so it's not like it would ever be his magnum opus, but it's just like another solid, flick. But if I had to say some of my favorites, I mean, Goodfellas, Gangs of New York, Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver was the first one I ever saw from Martin Scorsese, and I just remember watching that movie and being just mesmerized by it. Like, this is different, because I'd never really seen a movie like that. Like, basically, like, over 10 years ago, I kind of took it upon myself to basically jot down a list of, like, essential movies that I need to see from people, movies that really shaped cinema, movies that people talk about. So, you know, that was the time when, you know, I saw Citizen Kane. That was the time when I saw Casablanca. That was the time I saw a lot of different movies from different eras. And, you know, Taxi Driver was always something that people talked about. And I saw that, and I was like, holy fuck, man. And the thing is, when you watch those movies, you start seeing how influential they were. Like, when you watch an Akira Kurosawa movie and you see how his style of filmmaking influenced generations of people. Absolutely insane. So, yeah, Gangs of New York, Goodfellas, and Taxi Driver would be, like, my top 3 Scorsese movies. Let's see. Oh, Ham Solo, what's going on, my brother? Wagwan. How you doing, my guy? Hopefully your daughter ain't holding you at gunpoint again, because I saw her with that zapper, bro. Oh, we got Crazy Black Man in the chat. What's going on? Yo, everyone's talking about The Legend Returns. Damn, I wasn't gone that long, y'all. I appreciate it. Let's see. Damn, what do you put in your bios on Tinder? Bro, honestly, on Tinder, I keep that shit low key, bro. I don't go all out. So I just put, like, you know, for me, I put something witty in my bio, and then just like a couple of facts about me, you know, just like basic stuff. Cause, bro, I'm gonna be oh shit, what's up, Randy? How you doing, bro? Damn, everyone coming through tonight. It seems like Tuesday evenings might be the wave. So what I put in my bio is I put like a witty quote for something, and it's a question. It's a quote that can be basically, it can start a conversation. So, you know, fuck it, I might as well just tell y'all what I put in my bio. So what I put in my bio is essentially, it's a question I posed to you guys on Twitter a while ago. I put, okay, let's get to the serious, like, I'm trying to remember what it was, because, you know, I deleted the dating apps. So I said, let's cut the small talk and get to the serious, hard-hitting questions. Thanos snaps away your family. 5 years later, they return, but you've remarried. What would you do? And ironically, that gets a response from a lot of people because it's just so out there, you know? But then after that, I just put like basic shit in my bio, like, oh, I'm a creative and I'm a traveler and I do this or whatever. I don't really go too heavy with my bios because, bro, honestly, the effort that people put into these dating apps, it's just the effort you put into your bios does not reflect the return. It just does not. Now, I think you should still have some type of a bio. You know, it shouldn't be just one sentence. But man, I just be seeing people put fucking paragraphs like they pimping out a MySpace profile. And I'm like, fam, that ain't it, chief. But honestly, my biggest success when it comes to dating apps has not been about my bios. It's just basically been the conversations that I've formed with women. That's it. So you have to be able to conversate with them, and then you have to be able to make them feel comfortable with you to take them out on a date. So all the other stuff is very superficial. Like, you should have a bio. You should have good photos that don't look too try hard. But really, at the end of the day, that stuff is not going to matter. It's going to be about the connection that you form. That's it. $2 super chat coming in from Flame. Watch Neo propose before he beats Tails. Fraud. Ugh, shit, I mean, maybe. But you a fucking savage for that, Flame. And you know what? I would expect nothing less. Baron, my guy. Damn, everyone is rolling deep tonight. Tuesdays. Ask Neos are definitely a Tuesday thing now. Fucking hell. Oh man, do you put a Spotify playlist in your bio? No, I didn't put that. I put like a favorite song, I think years ago, but I haven't updated it, man. I think one of my favorite songs was I put Chance the Rapper. Oh, I put a Chance the Rapper song. I think it was No Problem. Yeah, you don't want zero problems. He put 6'7" on his bio. No, I put 6'4". According to my girlfriend, she said I didn't even put my height in my bio. And I was like, I thought your height is in your profile because you have to put a height. Evidently not, but she knows what she signed up for. 6'7" in black. Come get it. Hey, yo, Marcus is a savage, bro. Hey, Simply, what's going on, bro? Long time no see. All is forgiven. Oh my god, y'all are killing me, man. Y'all are killing me tonight. Yeah, it's looking like Tuesdays are gonna be the wave for Ask Neo, y'all. I'm Asian, 5 feet tall. I feel many girls won't date me due to my height. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Hugh. Height is definitely a big factor. I don't care what people says. Height is definitely a factor when it comes to dating women. But honestly, bro, you don't need to be dating those kind of women. Because if they're going to judge you so much by your height and all that other nonsense, like, don't focus on those women, man. Don't focus. Just find the one that you going to mesh with and is going to be right for you. Because trust me, I've seen a lot of short kings out there with women that are around their height, maybe a little shorter, maybe a little taller. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, man. That's all that matters. Just finding your person and y'all meshing. But yeah, when someone says physical appearances and all that stuff doesn't matter, bull fucking shit, it matters. Height matters, weight matters, how you take care of yourself matters. And I'm tired of people saying that, no, it's all about the personality. Really? So would you date, insert like the ugliest person alive? Exactly. So the fact that they have to question that's what I'm saying. Nah, man. But I think it is kind of hypocritical when I see folks say like, you know, you hear some women say, I don't want to date a short guy. And then you look at them and they're like 300 pounds and they built like a linebacker. And I'm like, I don't think you want to date you either. It's just like people gotta stay in their lanes, man. You gotta stay in your lanes and work with what you got, right? Because I'm a firm believer that if you are confident in yourself and you've got game, you can pull. It doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. It does not matter, man. But yeah, it's so dumb. Like when people cap saying like, oh, I don't care about looks and I don't care about how, like, stop it, man. Because if you guys didn't care about those reasons, then you would date anybody. But you don't date anybody because you have standards, and it is okay to have standards. However unrealistic they may be, that's on you. But you have standards, and that's what fucking matters. And I'm tired of people saying, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. And you know what the thing is? For folks who are just too out there and outrageous with their standards, you got to learn to humble yourself. Like I say this all the time. Like, if you're a dude and you want to have like a badass Instagram thought, you gotta walk the walk, man. I'm not saying you gotta be like this, like a bodybuilder type of looking dude, but you gotta bring something to the table, man. You can't be a fucking slob, man. You can't say you want this kind of girl and you over here not knowing how to dress. You got like gel in your hair from 3 weeks ago. You know, like you wear fingerless gloves. Like you can't be doing that shit, bro. Can't be doing that shit. You gotta fucking elevate yourself. You know, you gotta elevate yourself. But yeah, man, you know what is awesome? For the first time, I have a girl who's somewhat tall, and that is amazing, man. Like, you guys do not know how incredible that is until you're a really tall person. Because most of the women I've dated have been like 5'1", 5'2", and now I have a girl who's 5'8", and I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. Oh no, I brought the fingerless glove supporters into the chat. Oh no, listen, all I'm saying is, like, why are people wearing fingerless gloves like it's nothing? Like, what do you get out of fingerless gloves, bro? Like, why are fingerless gloves part of the fit? Like, I don't understand that. I just don't, man. You ain't Ash Ketchum. Man, I be seeing, bro, fingerless gloves, cargo pants, Zelda shirt. Stop it. Why you need fingerless gloves when you just like walking around, bro? Like, what you trying to grip out there, man? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Trying to get to the bottom of this. It's not a fashion style. You get grip, but like for what? Like, if you at the gym and you wear gloves, maybe. But then at the same time, like, I've deadlifted over 500 pounds, no gloves. Like, you don't need that, man. You just build up your grip, bro. Build up the grip. He's like, I'm gonna grip my phone. I'm like, yo, I'm 6'10". Oh, you 6'10", bro? Oh, shout out to my tall brother. You a tall dude, bro. You a tall dude, bro. Holy shit. One of my homies in Florida is a teacher. He's 6 foot. He's 6'10" too. Shit, bro. But dude, I'm telling you, when you have a girl who is within like no, my girl is like, I couldn't count for a second. My girl's within like 8 inches of me. Like, there's like an 8-inch difference. That is a world of difference compared to a 14-inch difference in height. Like, it's amazing. Wait, cargo shorts now? Yo, listen, all I'm saying is I went to the convention. I saw this dude out there with this weird ass haircut, and he was wearing cargo shorts. He was wearing a Zelda shirt that was 2 sizes too small. He had fingerless gloves, and he was wearing the old school friggin' Nikes, man. I'm curious. What is it about this fit? What is it, man? No, I've never seen a use for dread. I'm being serious, bro. I've never seen a use for the fingerless gloves, bro. For grip. Like, you can't grip a phone, bro? Like, your hands get sweaty. If you have a condition and you gotta wear fingerless gloves, that's cool. But I don't know, man. Bro, stop telling my business. Yo, that's Baron. I fucking knew it, bro. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew there was something about him. But what's up to all the people in the chat? We got Rescue Squad. Who else we got here? We got Pie Studios, of course. We got John in the chat. We got Rex West. Jean shorts. Jean shorts? Niggas still wearing jean shorts? Oh, man. Niggas still wearing jean shorts? Damn. I don't think I'm ready for them to bring back early 2000s fashion, y'all. I don't think I'm ready for them to bring back those fucking... Yo, you remember how we used to dress in the early 2000s with the baggy ass fucking clothes and like triple XL shirts and shit? Like, I'm not ready for that, bro. I ain't ready for that. Neo, you be wearing gloves at the gym? Nah, I don't wear gloves at the gym, man. Like most things in my life, I go straight raw. I don't wear no fingerless gloves, man. Let's see, hold on. $2 super chat from Playboy182. This man Neo is in love. LOL. Shout out to Tinder. Man, listen, like your boy Neo does not catch feelings often, man. But you know, man. Boy Neo is happy, man. Boy Neo is happy. $5 super chat from Don Otaku. I saw you picked up the 4K La La Land Steelbook and one of my favorite movies. But have you seen Whiplash from Damien Chazelle? It's even better. Yes, I have. That was actually the reason why I wanted to see La La Land, because Whiplash was fucking phenomenal, and I'm waiting for them to do a 4K Steelbook of that. I don't think they have, but if they were to do that, I definitely want to cop it. I know it's on 4K regular Blu-ray, but I want a Steelbook for that. Because I bought the Blu-ray for La La Land when it came out, and I bought the 4K Blu-ray. So I'm waiting for them to do one for Whiplash. But yeah, Whiplash is fucking awesome. If you guys have not seen Whiplash, you owe it to yourself to watch it. It is such a good movie. So like heart racing, anxiety inducing. Great film. $2 super chat from what the fuck? $2 super chat coming in from Simply. Neo got a girl, now he don't know how to act. I know how to act. What are you all talking about? I'm still good. I'm still me, man. It's just, man, your boy Neo happy, man. That's it, man. Lil Jon type clothes. Oh god, I ain't ready for that, bro. Baggy pants and the Echo sweaters. It's happening, man. I ain't bringing that shit back. Y'all can bring that back. I ain't bringing that shit back. I'm good, man. Bro, I've never, like, you know, I don't wear jean shorts, man. I don't wear jean shorts. Like, I wear cargo shorts, but not like jean shorts. I don't know, man. I don't know, because I know Rhino, you wear jean shorts, and it looks good on you. But I don't know, maybe I just gotta find the right pair, man. Because I remember as a kid, the jean shorts I would wear were always too small because of my height and being so tall. I could never find something that actually fit. So the jean shorts were more like short shorts, and I was like, oh hell nah, I'm not wearing this shit. So I need to find like jean shorts for tall people that work. And then I'll experiment. $2 super chat from Don Otaku. I'm bringing Fubu back. He said Fubu? For us, by us. Oh man. Oh god. Which part of The Godfather is your favorite? I pre-ordered the 50th anniversary 4K collection. I'm really excited for it. I love The Godfather Part 2. I mean, obviously I have a soft spot for the first movie, always. But I love The Godfather Part 2 a lot. Because that's just like one of the greatest type of sequel movies ever. I love how we're all talking about fucking fashion right now. This is crazy. Oh, Bryce, you've been in here a while, my bro, and I didn't say hello to you. It's good to see you, Bryce. And Michael Brenson here too. Oh, and then we got Fifth String. Why are we all talking about shorts? This is amazing. Just wear joggers and a t-shirt and no one can attack you for that. Yeah, so honestly, y'all, like my fit, when it's like good weather, I'm talking like decent weather outside. My usual fit when I'm chilling, not like I'm going out, but my usual fit, I'm wearing some type of joggers or a nice sweatpant, got a nice t-shirt on, maybe I got a fleece, and that's basically it, man. In the summertime, I'm usually wearing some type of a cargo shirt, really nice designer t-shirt. I maybe got like a not a knapsack on, but I got like, you know how they, like, what the fuck are those things called? You know, the shit that you got right here, it's like a little wallet strap on, you know, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, bro, but I got that shit. I wear that. You know, I might have like, you know, I have my glasses with the transition lenses and shit, and, you know, it's just like a basic fit for me, man. You know, nice pair of sneakers, you know, like high socks and all that. If I'm going out with people for dinner, I'm usually wearing like a nice pair of chinos, Chelsea boots, maybe like a button down, maybe like a bomber jacket. That's usually like my nice like going out attire. Let's see what else. I mean, honestly, yeah, I'm very, very like chill with my clothing, man. I don't try to go too crazy, man. Neo about to start a fashion channel. Honestly, man, I've been, like I said, as I've gotten older, I've been more on point with some of my fashion choices and everything. You know, finding clothes that fit, the clothes that work with my style and everything. And it's been a lot of fun, man. You know, going from geek to chic, bro. Transition lenses, aren't you 29? Yo, transition lenses, bro. I don't want to get prescription sunglasses. So for me, having transition lenses is the next best thing, man. Because then I have to carry another pair of glasses with me around. You know, and then I was like, oh, okay, now I got to put my regular glasses in there. I'm like, I'm good, fam. I'm good. Check your DM on Twitter, Chris. This is 90s jean shorts fashion. Okay, Corey Gryffindor sent me something. Oh, I ain't wearing that shit, bro. This is what he's from Super Sentai. Would y'all rock this? Would y'all rock this? Would y'all rock this? This summer. Would you guys rock this? What y'all think about this? What y'all think about that? I know Baron would definitely rock this. He would definitely rock this. I can see Baron doing that. Hey man, transition lenses are lit, bro. Bro, transition lenses with the blue light filters and the scratch resistance, bro. They shit, bro. I'm telling you, go for it, man. Neo got to be the only nerd and jock out there. Like, he drippy. Bro, you know what it is? I did not start out like this, man. I did not. It took me a few years. I was definitely a late bloomer. I didn't start coming into my own until my mid-20s. And that's where, you know, I just had an honest conversation. Like, what is my style? What can I go for? What am I doing? You know, and it's been cool. It's been cool, man. Oh, shout out to the transition lenses. Fan meetup with this exact outfit this summer. I'm gonna let you do that, Bryce. You can do that. And Bryce is probably gonna come through with that shit. I can see him. But now we definitely, okay, so, hold on. DIMWITMONKEY sent in a super chat. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna talk about the Doctor Strange trailer right after this, because we just got fucking sidetracked. This is why I love Ask Neo, you guys. We just be bullshitting. DIMWITMONKEY with the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. I'm wearing the black and one shorts right now that you also I'm sorry, I can't speak. I'm wearing the black and one shorts right now that you all also have. No shame, bros. Hey man, listen, bro. Like, everybody, we all got the same pair of Adidas joggers. We all have that exact damn pair of Adidas joggers, tapered pair. Shit is nice. We all got the fucking Nike flip-flops with the socks. We got this shit. Like, it's very comfortable. It's very fucking comfortable. I don't care what people say, man. Okay, take it easy, Chris. Thank you for coming through to the stream, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, Narukami, honestly, bro, it's all about finding what works best for you. And I think a lot of that it starts with like an honest to God critique of yourself, which is why if you have people in your life that are good with fashion and they know what they're talking about, ask them for an honest critique. Ask them if they could maybe dress you. That's what I did with my sister. I was like, Olivia, can you dress me straight up? And she's like, oh, okay, I got you. I know exactly what you need. This will look nice on you. If you have a girlfriend who knows, that's also really cool. But the important thing is just to be humble, man, and know what style is going to resonate with you and what you would like, because sometimes you look at a style and you think that'll look good on you, but then it doesn't. You have to have something that you would be comfortable wearing and like having be your appearance going forward. That's the important thing. That's the important thing at the end of the day. You have to be happy with what you're wearing. I'm telling you, man, those Nike flip-flops, bro, like this shit, man. They're the shit. Let's see. But yeah, speaking of Bryce brought up the fan meetup. We definitely doing some fan meetups this summer, you guys. I haven't like ironed out the details yet, but I'm trying to do something in May when the weather gets better. I was thinking maybe doing something around Doctor Strange when that comes out. I feel like that would be dope as fuck, in order for like just all of us, if we could, like all rent out a theater and go watch Doctor Strange. You know, I don't know if they still do theater rentals like that, but I feel like that'd be pretty cool, you know, to do that. Or just in general, we'll have like maybe a fan meetup. We'll rent out a venue. Because I was talking to Angel about it, and he's got a spot in Queens. We might be able to do that. Because I want to, like, you know, with this whole COVID shit and everything, it's got me to be more proactive with doing these sort of things. Because a lot of us are really fucking cool people, with the exception of Flame, you know? And then occasionally Corey Gryffindor, depending on how much he roasts me. You know, sometimes I don't need that negative energy in my life. Yeah, no, like, we're all cool, and I feel like we would all work well meeting up. Like, we have an event, maybe we cater it, maybe we hire like a game service and they can have like the consoles and the TV. So if people want to run tournaments or something, we can do that. Because, you know, life is fucking short, way too short for us to not meet each other, and conventions are still not 100% back yet. Because usually conventions are like a great way to meet people, since you're all going to that same event anyways. But yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick if anyone's in like the New York. I want to do this in New York City because I feel like that's a good hub for the Northeast. We can get people coming down from Philly, from Jersey, Connecticut, places like that. And we can do that, bro. We can do that. Urkel here giving me fashion advice. Hey man, Urkel had the fit, and you see the type of women Urkel was pulling. Let's see. So we got 2 super chats, and then we're gonna talk about Doctor Strange. Finally, like an hour and 14 minutes in. 2.99 Australian super chat from the homie Spooky Sprocket. Have you checked out Bel Air, bro? So I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. I'm not gonna lie. When I heard they were doing like a dark and gritty reboot of Fresh Prince, I didn't like it, but I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt and at least watch the trailer. I watched the trailer, and it just, to me, it doesn't feel like Fresh Prince. Because the thing that really worked about Fresh Prince is that it was a sitcom that had dramatic elements. This just looks like they're taking the dramatic elements and trying to tell a really dark, edgy story. And they're going to try to inject as much drama in it as possible. And for me, it kind of defeats the purpose. Why would you take a show that is all around great at tackling all these things, and this one is just so focused so much on one, you know? Like, the reason why Fresh Prince is beloved is because it's able to, you know, Will can just do a fat joke at Uncle Phil, and then in another episode, Will is over here pouring his heart out over the fact that his father never loved him and abandoned him, and then Uncle Phil is there to comfort him. I feel like when you kind of take away that dynamic and you only have one aspect of it, it feels hollow. So yeah, I saw that trailer and it just didn't vibe with me. I felt like it should have been its own show if they're going to tell this kind of drama. But I mean, I think they did drop the first episode, so I'll probably check it out. I don't want to subscribe to Peacock, so I'll probably see if there's a free trial. But yeah, man, I miss an era where we had black TV shows that just did everything, man. You know, you didn't have to be, oh, this really hard. And so, like, listen, I love shows like Power. Power was fantastic for the first couple seasons, but you know, like, I feel like we can do more than that. Like, I don't know, just black TV in general. Like, there's only a few shows now that I can really enjoy and watch and feel like, oh, this is great. A lot of it just seems too try-hardy, like stuff like Blackish. And, you know, Bel Air just looks so fucking edgy, bro. Like, seriously, man. They don't remember Stefan. Exactly. They don't know Stefan Urkel, bro. They don't know Stefan. They don't know. We gotta let them know. We gotta let them know about Stefan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. But let's see. So Rhino sent in a super chat. $4.99 super chat coming in from the homie Rhino. How do you feel about all the trailers released at the Super Bowl? Jurassic World, Strange, Moon Knight, Sonic. So, I mean, I'm still catching up on a lot of things, bro. Because, you know, just the past couple days have been a blur. But I did get a chance to watch the Doctor Strange trailer, and man. Okay. So, I mean, Doctor Strange has always been on my radar because, you know, I love Doctor Strange. I love that first movie. I love what they do with the character. But to me, it always felt like Doctor Strange was that character that they always put on a leash. Because if you read Doctor Strange comics, Doctor Strange gets into some really fucking weird shit, man. Really weird shit. Going into, like, some of the darkest parts of the Marvel world and some of the weirdest parts of the Marvel world, but at the same time, it's so incredible. And I was always hesitant to see how they would handle it in live action. Are they going to water it down? Like, what's happening? And then I saw the first movie and I saw that, okay, you know, they did water some things down, but for an introduction, this was fantastic. Benedict Cumberbatch, great choice for Doctor Strange. Actually, when I heard he was cast as Doctor Strange, I was like, oh God, here we go. Are they going to make him like the obligatory British character? And then it's like, oh no, they didn't. He sold me on that. I fucking love him. And, you know, it's been a couple years since Doctor Strange 1. You know, that movie came out in 2016, and here we are, like, almost 6 years later, and we're finally getting the sequel. And there's a couple of reasons behind that. Obviously, COVID has delayed things. But more so than just COVID, hold on. When you don't do As Neo for a while, you get parched. But Doctor Strange 2 was actually going to go forward with the original director, Scott Derrickson. But there was a falling out between him and Marvel, creative differences, as they say in the business, which essentially means that Marvel wanted to go into a different direction versus him and vice versa, and they just decided to part ways. But in a really surprising twist of events, they decided to bring on Sam Raimi. And for those of y'all who know Sam Raimi and his history when it comes to horror movies, that is a fantastic choice. And obviously, of course, he directed the Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man 2 being one of the greatest ones of all time. So him coming back, and he's always been a fan of Doctor Strange. Like, he always talks about Doctor Strange. Never got a chance to work on it, though. And now he's working on this. He has a history doing horror movies, and just like his element fits Doctor Strange perfectly. But I was very nervous because, you know, he's coming on board to take over the directing spot. I was nervous because it's not like they really pushed back the movie that much. Because, you know, Marvel is a well-oiled machine when it comes to their productions. And when you lose your creative vision like Scott Derrickson, it's not like you could just bring somebody on board and be like, okay, you know, this is that, finish the movie. But I was very surprised because they actually did give Sam Raimi his autonomy. And according to some of the behind the scenes reports, if you believe them, Sam Raimi had to fight for a lot of things. He had to fight for a lot of things in this Doctor Strange movie, and we never really understood it at the time because obviously we didn't see the movie. But when they put out that first teaser trailer and then now this full trailer, that, dude, I have never been more excited for a Marvel movie visually. Sam Raimi's distinct style of filmmaking and how he color grades his films. Like, dude, going back and watching Spider-Man 2, it is still a gorgeous movie to look at, especially if you have it in 4K. Oh my God. And then you just compare that to some of the other Marvel movies. Not all of them, because some of them look really good. But what he's doing with Doctor Strange from the cinematography perspective, how, like, dude, one of my favorite shots in the first trailer for Doctor Strange 2 was he was looking at, you know, the broken watch, and then you see Strange's reflection in the watch. I love, because you can tell that was something that somebody sketched, like, okay, we're gonna have this type of shot, and then you see it on screen. If you look at the Marvel movies, you don't really have those kind of shots where they tell a story somewhat, you know. Like, another good example, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, is Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. You remember the scene where Luke and Vader are fighting in the Emperor's chamber, and Luke is hiding under, I think he was hiding underneath the stairs. Either way, in that scene, you know, Vader's over there. He's like, you know, goading him and everything and talking about all this stuff. And the shot of Luke is basically like Luke's face. One half of it is in the light, one half of it is in the dark, which is totally symbolic because that's the state that Luke was in right now. He could go one way or another. He could turn to the dark side, or he could continue living in the world of light. So yeah, that stuff, I love seeing that kind of filmmaking. And with the Marvel movies, the recent ones, you don't really see that. I don't know if it's because they just don't have the time to sit down and analyze all these things, but seeing a shot like that, I'm just like, that's a story in of itself. And then seeing the shot of Strange looking into that watch, like, I love shit like that. So yeah, everything that I've seen from the trailer, like, not even counting the whole multiverse shit, because I know that's what everyone is talking about, like, oh my God, the multiverse. But from a filmmaking perspective, Doctor Strange 2 looks incredible, and I really wish that they would bring that back to the MCU. Because you guys know me, I love the Marvel movies to death. I do. I think a lot of them are really good, but I'm not gonna lie. I watched the Spider-Man MCU trilogy, and they just look devoid of any type of personality. Like, there's nothing about those movies I look at it like from a filmmaking perspective, and I'm like, wow, that's an incredible shot. Like, that is just sick. And that's what really bugs me, because that's part of the reason why I love going back and rewatching movies. And I don't get that. Like, every now and then you get it with a director who has a vision, but then you see that and you're like, ugh. And then the over-reliance on green screen. And listen, I get it, everyone uses green screen now, but it's how they use it. A lot of the stuff in Spider-Man No Way Home, from a visual perspective, looked fucking atrocious. Terrible for the amount of money they put in that movie. There's a lot of shots where I'm like, bro, that is so obviously green screen. Like, oh golly. And then you can tell like, oh, that person's not in the actual costume. They're in the they're in a mocap suit. It looks so bad, man. It looks so bad. And it shouldn't have to, because look at Amazing Spider-Man 2. That is still the best looking Spider-Man movie. And we've somehow downgraded since then. And that has to do with the production schedule and the timetables of trying to get a movie out every 2 years. It stifles the creative process. And, you know, I have it on good authority from some people who I know who work in the industry that No Way Home's VFX were worked on literally until the 0 hour. So they were working on this literally right when the final trailer was coming out and the final promos and the TV spots and all that. That's pretty bad. And if you guys have seen the clips on Twitter, they're still tweaking the movie and sending it out to theaters. That's pretty bad. But anyways, I say all this to say, from a visual perspective, I'm really excited for Doctor Strange 2. From a fan perspective, I'm excited to see what this story is going to tell from a multiverse perspective, but I want to see what it's going to do for Doctor Strange as his character, because I might be wrong, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a Doctor Strange movie. It's going to be more of a, hey, we're going to talk about how Doctor Strange screwed up the multiverse, rather than it being another personal story for Doctor Strange where it develops his character. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Adrian Davies for subscribing. Thank you so much. It doesn't, I mean, just based off the trailer, you're not getting a lot of like story beats for the character development. And I could be completely wrong. He could have an actual arc in the movie, but I don't know, like, what would the lesson be? Like, don't mess with things that you shouldn't mess with. Okay, but what does that do for his character? Like, No Way Home is all about addressing the fact that this incarnation of Peter Parker was extremely immature and really, really dumb, but it's addressed as the wrong decision, and he paid the ultimate sacrifice, and he had so much development. I wonder what they're going to do with Doctor Strange. I wonder if this is just going to be more of an event movie that is about the multiverse versus a film that develops the character. So another good example, if you guys have been playing video games in the past 6 months, Lost Judgment, right? So Lost Judgment, as you guys know, is the sequel to Judgment. The story that they told in that game wasn't really an intricate character piece for Yagami. It wasn't necessarily about him developing his character. It was more about them solving a case. So it was more about like a mission of the week sort of thing. It was a very emotional story for the characters who were introduced in that game in that case, but in terms of Yagami and his development, you really didn't get that. Compare and contrast that to the first game, and oh my god, Yagami, he was just questioning so much about who he is as a person, and did he make the right call, and very, very different stories from the first game to the second one. And from what I've seen of Doctor Strange, I don't necessarily think it's gonna go down that path, but I would not be surprised. Hold on one sec. Hey Bella, what's going on? How you doing, sis? But from a multiverse perspective, I think that we're finally at the point where Marvel is willing to go balls to the walls with this multiverse shit. And I know they did crack open the doors with Spider-Man No Way Home, but that was more of like a celebration for Spider-Man's universe. This, I think we're getting into all the zany, trippy stuff that is just, you know, what fans dream of. Having a multiverse of characters where you can dip in and pick and choose from different types of, like, different eras of filmmaking. And the audience will accept it because everything is now a multiverse. They might not be canon, but in the grand scheme of the multiverse, what does anything even mean? Like, is there any type of thing that makes sense? So in the trailer, we saw, what's it called? We saw, you know, some other characters show up, like a different version of Baron Mordo. I don't think that's our Baron Mordo. I think that's a different version, maybe a Baron Mordo from a universe where he's the Sorcerer Supreme. We saw a Captain Marvel fighting Wanda. I believe that's Monica Rambeau. And we saw these sentient bots, right? A lot of people are speculating that that could maybe be Ultron from What If, maybe an era where Ultron is actually understands the assignment and doesn't go crazy, or could it potentially be an Iron Man who actually successfully completed his peacekeeping protocol and kept the world safe with a suit of armor around the world? Maybe this is an Iron Man who has become the superior Iron Man. Could be that. But the most obvious and the most damning thing that they showed in the trailer was Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. You know the voice. There's just some actors where you just know it. You know the voice. We saw part of his head there, and that has me gassed up because they go in full on Marvel Illuminati, which gets me so excited to see who all the other members are. You know, maybe Reed Richards' Fantastic Four might show up. Whether that's John Krasinski or it's the person from the 2005 movie, I don't know. For Superior Iron Man, I know it's not going to be Robert Downey Jr. They're not going to bring him back. But, I mean, if we're getting really meta with this multiverse shit, Tom Cruise at one point was the front runner to play Iron Man back in the 90s. So going down that path, would it be too out of this world? And then maybe they might use this as an opportunity to bring back some other characters. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Black Bolt is in the movie. Maybe they bring back Anson Mount and he plays him, and he finally gets a redemption arc compared to whatever the hell that Inhuman show was. So yeah, man, I'm excited for Doctor Strange 2 from a filmmaking perspective because Sam Raimi is an auteur. I love his style of filmmaking, and I really hope this this thing, whatever this movie does, it really lets Marvel let their creatives have their own look for their movies. Because if you look at something like Black Widow, very flat looking movie. If you look at something like Shang-Chi, while I love the movie to death, there's some stuff that is just very fucking flat. But then you look at Doctor Strange 2 and it's a character. The movie itself is a character, man. And so I hope that this shows Marvel like, hey, listen, you can do this. You can have both. You're going to make $1 billion anyway. So let people experiment and look creative. But yeah, man, I'm purely going into Doctor Strange 2 for that, and then also what the implications will be for the multiverse. As a Doctor Strange fan, I might get disappointed that, you know, his character arc might be pushed to the side. But if everything else is really good and this movie works, Doctor Strange 3 is going to happen, and hopefully that movie will bring it back to a regular, like, form-fitting Doctor Strange movie where it's all about Stephen Strange's arc as a character rather than it being an event level movie. But yeah, that's basically all I want to say as far as that's concerned. What do you guys think? The script is being written by Waldron, the person who brought us Loki. Yeah, you know, so I think the script is going to be good on that front in terms of like how it's written and how it's handled with all these things. But yeah, the character development, like, because Loki, the show had character development for him. But this one is just dealing with so much stuff bigger than that Loki show ever did. So, you know, that's the only thing that kind of worries me a bit about Doctor Strange 2. Hey, what's going on, Sterling? Oh, we got Sterling and Daniel Pack in the chat. Oh my God, both of y'all are talking about work. So Sterling says, had the worst job interview ever today, but hell, this stream is already making my day. Much love. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But you know, here's the thing, man. You gave your shot. It seems like you missed, or not. I don't know. Maybe they might call you back. But yeah, the important thing, man, is to take every failure as a learning experience. You know, so if it didn't go the best, analyze what went wrong, and then you try again for the next time. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Forward always. And Daniel Pack just said he just got off the most boring day at work. Yeah, bro, it be like that sometimes. It be like that. But you know, the important thing is, I'd rather take a boring day at work than a drama-filled day at work. Because drama at work is just, bro. Like, you know how some people just start drama at work for no reason? I'm like, bro, can we just do what we got to do and get the fuck out of here? All right, so Spooky says, are you looking forward to Marvel's Midnight Suns? So here's the thing, Spooky. I was looking forward to it. When I saw that trailer, even though it was all CGI, I was like, yo, let's fucking go. Marvel Midnight Sun. It might be like XCOM. Then I saw the gameplay. And then I was like, okay, nah, I'm good, Chief. But then again, I have not played the game for myself, so who knows, it could actually be really good. But as it stands right now, it's not at the top of my list. I need to see more of the game. They did delay it. I think it was supposed to come out at the beginning of the year, and now they pushed it back to what, like summer, winter, something like that. So they have some time to work on it. But yeah, honestly, like maybe it's because my expectations was a Marvel XCOM game, because, you know, I love XCOM. It's such a good franchise. And then now we're getting like this card-based system, which I don't, just what they showed off, it didn't look the most appetizing, but who knows? It could actually be really good when we play it ourselves. So we'll see. Let's see. Oh, we have a $9.99 super chat coming in from John McKinney. Is it me or... Okay, so I'm sorry. Is it just me, but I find fan films, particularly based on comic books, video games, anime, and Star Wars, to be superior than the ones made by Hollywood, but that's just me. So, I mean, I think it all depends, John McKinney. Like, obviously, there is a major, like, you have to add a couple of asterisks to those statements, because fan films, while a lot of them can be really good, you have to look at what exactly they're trying to tell with their story. So some of them, you know, some of the fan films I've seen are really good, but they're more about telling specific aspects of something versus it being a full-length movie where there's a lot of other things you have to tackle. So some of the Star Wars fan films I've seen have been really interesting. Some of them have been great, you know, but a lot of them are just focused on the action portion of it. You know, it's like, oh, we can make this look really cool, which is nice. But there's levels and layers to this shit. But yes, unfortunately, a lot of those films are better because they are made by fans who understand the source material, even to like a 15-minute degree, whereas Hollywood is just very much so executive by committee. Well, I mean, they're making a lot of the decision making is made by a committee who is usually out of touch and just wants something that is very bare bones to sell to the masses with not that much depth. Because the second you add depth to something and you require the audience to think critically or something along those lines, being different, they think folks are going to check out, you know, which is why it's a miracle that something like The Dark Knight was as big of a success as it was compared to all the other movies that were coming out around that time, you know. Like, the only other superhero movie that had a major mainstream appeal and really, like, just, it caused, not necessarily caused folks to think more critically, but they looked at it, like, introspectively, was Spider-Man 2, you know? That movie was just, you know, like, anybody went through problems like that. And then Dark Knight comes around and just blows the fuck up. So, yeah, you know, part of it is Hollywood and them not wanting to actually, because, you know, they used to put their D teams on all these films. But now we're getting to a point where I think that you can have both. You can have competent writers working on this stuff, and you can have it appeal to the fans and do really good. A la the Marvel movies, like something like Captain America Winter Soldier. My sister is not really into Marvel movies, and she fucking loves the shit out of Winter Soldier. Every time it's on TV, she's like, I'm watching that, you know? So it comes down to the stories that they have to tell. But it is very disappointing when you have properties that are prime for movies and live action, and y'all already know where I'm going with this. Something like Uncharted. Uncharted is a video game that was, bro, it took its biggest influences from Indiana Jones. And you're telling me that a game that has cutscenes that are already on a cinematic level, you can't transition that to a movie? It's a fucking summer action blockbuster. Like, Uncharted is all about the set pieces. And at the same time, you can't make that work. Like, the only thing they took from what it sounded like with these reviews, they just took all these major set pieces from Uncharted and they made a movie out of it. They missed everything about how to make a movie, though. They missed character development. They missed competent writing. They missed all those things that Naughty Dog excelled at. And you're telling me they can't do that in Hollywood with a budget that's like 3 times the size of a game? It's fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking insane. And it's terrible when something like the Nathan Fillion, no disrespect, but when that Nathan Fillion fan film captures more of the Uncharted charm than this Hollywood blockbuster that Sony and PlayStation are pushing, that costs like, what, $100+ million to make, and you still can't get shit right? Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, what are you even doing? Oh, man. So Daniel Pack says, I also had to break up with my long distance girlfriend 3 days ago. Oh shit, bro. Oh man, you've been going through it. Well, Daniel Pack, my guy, I don't know exactly what you're feeling right now, but I know your pain, man. I know this shit is rough. I don't know the specifics of everything because, you know, I don't know your life, but I wish you all the best, man, because this is, it's not gonna be an easy time. Breakups are never easy, no matter how much we like to think they are. There's gonna be a lot of moments where you're just, alone with your thoughts, you're processing things, and it's not fun. I'm not sugarcoating this. It is not fun. You start thinking things, you start feeling like shit, your self-worth goes in the toilet. But the important thing is to remember why you ended things, and hopefully they were for a reason that, while temporarily it may hurt you, but long term it's going to better you. So in my case, in my last relationship, I had to end things because I realized I was not happy and I wasn't getting any happier. And ending those things, it took me, like, honest to God, you guys, like, it took me a while to get to the point where I would be able to actively date somebody and give them my all. I mean, I had my fuckboy phase, if you will, that lasted like 2 minutes because, you know, I'm not that type of guy. But at the same time, I realized that, you know, I still needed some time to process some stuff. So, you know, it took me like a solid year of just a lot of reflection and a lot of moments of me being critical of myself in a very good way, not in a bad way, not in a sense that I'm being too harsh on myself, I'm terrible, I'm worthless, but realizing that, like, you need to have these conversations with yourself. You need to realize that it's okay to accept that things went wrong. You know, it's fine. And if things went wrong and you can't salvage them, then it's for the best, and you just have to push on, push forward. And now, you know, like, that's the thing I always try to tell people is we don't want to be involved in terrible situations, and we should try our best not to be. But I look at every experience in life, good or bad, as a learning experience. So my last relationship, it lasted almost 3 years. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that, you know, looking back on it now, I'm like, Neo, why did you do that? You know, you should have, like, just left at this point and blah, blah, blah. But at the time, you know, hindsight's always 2020. It's always 2020. But at the time, I was like, you know, you do things for love. You fight for this, you fight for that, and blah, blah, blah. And then at some point, you have to realize and step back that sometimes it's not just those terms, like, you got to fight for love. Sometimes you actually have to look and see and think, is it really fighting for love, or are you just deluding yourself, right? Are you being delusional right now? Are you fooling yourself? So it took me a while to realize that, and then you question if you are actually a good person. But then you realize why you get out of these things, and you work towards happiness and bettering yourself in a lot of ways. So all the things that I personally did wrong in my last relationship, I made it a point to grow and be better, so that when I get into another relationship like I am in now, I'll make sure not to make those same mistakes. And hopefully vice versa with my significant other from her last relationship to now. That's why I tell you guys, it's very important. Like, communication is very important. Do not, like, this is the first thing I told my girl when we were talking. I was just like, listen, if we ever have a problem, we are addressing this. We don't have to address it right now, but we are going to address this, because I don't want to go to bed angry about anything. I don't want to go to bed, you know, just like thinking whatever. Like, we talk everything through, and we have those hard conversations, because if you bottle that shit up, it's not good for you, man. It's not good for you. It's not good for the relationship. So be vocal and be honest. Not everything is going to be an attack if you have those honest to God conversations. Like, you got to humble yourself enough to realize that, like, okay, if somebody is going through something, hear them out, let them speak their piece, and then address it as, I don't even want to say address it as adults, so, because it should be common sense, but you just let them address it and speak on it, and then you work your way towards a resolution. Now, depending on what that is, the resolution might be ending things, but if it's something that's so simple, like, I don't know, something that was maybe a miscommunication, or they didn't like how you did something that could be disrespectful, just talk about those things, man. Just eat edibles, y'all be fine. Yo, look at this dude Rhino just pimping out his fucking brand. Like, or you could just do that. You could just take up hooking and drugs. Like, there you go. Cause bro, I mean, Rhino will tell you this, cause you know, Rhino, that's my boy, that's my brother. Like we just, like, there's so much, like, I'm gonna let y'all know this. The game, as you guys know, the game out there is fucked up. It is so fucked up. Everybody is damaged. Everybody is broken. But you need to have these conversations in order to heal. If you bottle them up and don't do anything about it, you are not going to get anywhere in life. Like, you have to take a chance and realize that the road to recovery is going to be hard. But the first step to recovering from a problem is admitting you have a problem. But admitting you have a problem is not the only thing you need to do. You need to work to address it. And a lot of people don't want to do that second part. They just think, I'm going to say I have the problem and that's it. No. What are you doing day to day to better yourself? So Daniel Pack, in a roundabout way to bring this shit back home. I believe in you, my friend. I have faith in you, bro. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. So if you ever need to hit my DM to talk about anything, bro, because I've been in that situation, trust me, definitely hit me up. We can talk about this shit. And that's one thing I'm so grateful for, because you guys, whether you know it or not, whenever I do these streams and we talk about stuff and me being open and vulnerable about these things, that's also an opportunity for me to look into myself and talk about these things, right? So when I share those stories, it's not necessarily because I want to, obviously it's because I want to relate to you guys that, hey, Neo is a human. He has these problems too, but it's also me reflecting on it in a public space and talking about it. And I think that's very important to do, because that's one way to address it, just like talking out in the open with folks. And in my case, unfortunately, it's to 60,000 subscribers, but you know, it's shit that everything I talk about, I'm proud of. Like, I don't regret anything that I've said in my personal life when I speak about it to you guys, because I'm not regretful of that. That's my life. That's the life that I lived. And I feel like regardless of like how proud you are, that is your life and that is your story. It's always great when weed time and girlfriend time mix. Ayo, DIMWITMONKEY, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you. Booking a skiing trip with the boys next week to lift my spirits. Ah, skiing, man. Yo, what's the thing? Everyone been skiing recently. Like my boss, she just went skiing a few weeks back. You know, now Daniel Pack is saying he going skiing. I mean, everyone be skiing. I can't be skiing, man. I can't be skiing, bro. I can't. You see my big ass on those slopes? I mean, I'll fuck some shit up. But yeah, bro, it's good to just chill with the boys. Just, man, chill with the boys. Get your mind out of these things. Get your mind off of these things. I don't know if you go to the gym, but working out is also a great way to relieve all those excess thoughts. And also, bro, above all else, just if you have a circle of people, just talk about this stuff, man. Do not bottle it up, bro. Do not. All right. Great message about this kind of issue, Neo. Thank you so much, Gian. Yeah, I mean, I try to relate my experiences from people. And, I mean, people are free to take my advice or not, you know, because we all live our own separate lives. But I just want to show that it's okay to talk about this shit. Because, you know, as men, unfortunately, society always tells us men need to be open about their feelings until men are open about their feelings and they get judged. So if I can create this little, like, safe space, this corner of folks that meet every week and we can just talk about this stuff, hell yeah. It doesn't take much out of you. Like, yeah, we talk about nerd stuff and everything, but we are more than just our, you know, shit in the background. We are more than Dragon Ball. We are more than Persona. We are more than this. Maybe we're not better than Grogu, because Grogu is top tier, but you know, we're human beings, man. We are complex creatures. And We Man on Wheels is going, what the fuck is with everybody going on skiing trips? What the fuck? Man, this is crazy. If I see one more person in the chat say they're going skiing in the next couple of weeks, Jesus Christ. And look, Fifth String is saying he's going on snowboarding. So all of y'all are on the slopes, bro. That's something else, man. Look at y'all. Recently there are rumors of the next Star Wars trilogy focusing on a new Jedi Order. Would you be fine with that, even if Rian Johnson is working on it with several trilogy characters back? So yeah, there are rumors that they're gonna do like a, I don't know if they'd call it episode 10, 11, and 12, but they're doing something mainline Star Wars, and they're talking about it's gonna be a new era. I mean, I'm all for it. I just want the quality of the movies to be consistent, because there's no way that the sequel trilogy, with how successful the MCU has been, there's no reason the sequel trilogy should have come out and been garbanzo beans, man. And Rian Johnson, I really hope he works on his Star Wars trilogy, honest to God, because Rian Johnson is an incredible filmmaker, And if we're looking at movies, even if people hate it, The Last Jedi is still the only movie in that trilogy that has an identity. Force Awakens, as much as I love it, it is a retread, right? Not taken away from it, but it is a retread. It's very, very safe and formulaic, which for that movie, at the time it came out, was important to do. And I still love The Force Awakens. But it doesn't have its own identity. Rise of Skywalker, clusterfuck of damage control. Last Jedi, I don't agree with a lot of the shit in The Last Jedi, but from many different perspectives and angles, I can see why that movie would have done the things that it did. I don't think that should have been the second movie in a trilogy. I don't think that they should have done all these things and then be like, okay, third movie, we're going to retcon all this stuff. But in terms of identities and looking at it as it is, okay, Last Jedi, right? And it's still the best looking Star Wars movie too, so there's that. But if you give Rian Johnson his own script, because like, listen, Rian Johnson is an amazing filmmaker. Look at the other stuff he's done. Give him his own universe, give him his own characters, let him write those stories, put it in the Star Wars universe, put the mold, put the key, whatever you got to do. And I think it'll be awesome. But I want to see what Taika Waititi is going to do. I want to see what Kevin Feige is going to do. There's a lot of interesting things you could do in the Star Wars world. But I think the important thing is we have to get away from, and I stress this, we need to get away from the Skywalker saga and everything related to it. Like, I love the fact that Mando exists, and I love that it's not focusing on lightsabers, but bro, we Mando is definitely held up by the fact that we're bringing in Clone Wars characters, we're bringing in Luke and all that, which is fine because the rest of Mando is cool. But we need to get into an era where it's just like, it's a story that takes place in Star Wars that's not related to anything else. Let's think outside the box. That's what I hope we see with Taika Waititi's. I think Taika Waititi's is probably going to be a prequel set way, 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 way far back, just based off of like the text that they used for his film, which I'm all for. Are you caught up to One Piece? If so, what are your thoughts on the story so far? No, I am not caught up to One Piece, Kermit. I am a good 2 years behind, my friend. I'm a good 2 years behind. I'll catch up at some point. Oh yeah, Shredders is coming out soon. I have not played a snowboarding game in a long time. I think the last snowboarding game I played, shit, this might have been like the last snowboarding game. No, it wasn't. But I remember I played the SSX reboot. I was like on PS3, 360. I played that for a little bit. Didn't compare it to the older games. But then they came out with, what was it, Steep? That shit flopped. But yeah, but Shredders, if Shredders is coming to Game Pass, so I'll try it out, you know? What's going on, Macho Channel? How you doing? $2 super chat from Flame. Wait, I thought Kathleen Kennedy got fired, though. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy gets fired every other week, according to, these Star Wars YouTube channels, and somehow she's still here. And that's the thing, because people always think I'm a Kathleen Kennedy fan. I am not a Kathleen Kennedy fan. I feel like she's fumbled the bag tremendously. But the way these YouTube channels talk about her and saying shit that like they act like they in the boardroom and saying like, yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is definitely fired. Like they've been saying Kathleen Kennedy's been fired since 2019. Fam, this is 2022. What is going on? If they ever, God forbid, remake Back to the Future, I would not be surprised if they cast Tom Holland as Marty. Yeah, they would, but I think Tom Holland, if they ever were to do that, he's kind of getting too old. I mean, he's in his mid-20s now, and sure, he could play that type of a character, but by the time they would ever do a Back to the Future movie, he would be too old. It wouldn't look as believable. But yeah, no. The creator of Back to the Future was just like, no, God, hell no, we are not doing a reboot. Because what are you going to do a reboot of Back to the Future? You're going to take it back to what, like the 80s, the 90s? I don't think that's going to have the same impact, man. I don't think it's going to have the same impact as someone who's in like the 80s and going back to the 50s. Because the thing about like 90s culture and 80s culture is that it's still somewhat relevant nowadays. Not in the sense that, okay, we have 80s and 90s stuff everywhere. Well, technically we do if we're talking franchises. But we still, like, you know, people always honor, like, oh, this is so 80s, this is so 90s and all that shit. So, yeah. But no, they don't need to touch Back to the Future. They do not need to touch that shit. It's such a product of its time. We gotta leave it alone. A movie about Darth Bane, please. Yeah, shit, bro. I'm still, man, I wish they would do a movie based off the Old Republic. I wish, bro. What's your favorite game from the GTA, Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, Halo, Assassin's Creed, COD? Well, those are a lot of things, so I'll do like a quick rapid fire. Grand Theft Auto, I love San Andreas, but at the same time, GTA 5 was so fucking good, man. I love that story. I love those characters. Pokemon, my favorite generation, honestly, bro, it's a toss-up between Gen 2, because I loved playing Pokemon Silver. It's a toss-up between Gen 2 and Gen 3, because Emerald was fucking badass. But then again, Black and White was like arguably like one of the best Pokemon gens. So, it's tough. But shit. Between Silver, Emerald, and Pokemon White. Fuck. I want to say Pokemon Emerald. I think that's the one I played the most and the one I keep going back to. Hey, Neo, is there a game you wished you played back in the day? For me, it's Bully. I don't think it'll age well today. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I wish I played when they came out just so I could appreciate it for what it was. So I kind of wish that I played... Excuse me. So I kind of wish I was able to play some of the, you know, like some of the games, like, I don't, I mean, like something like Crash Bandicoot. You know, I like Crash Bandicoot. I think it's fun. But I feel like if you did not play Crash Bandicoot when it came out, then you... I don't know, because the controls, even on the Insane Trilogy, they just don't feel as smooth as they should be. I definitely think that's a product of when it came out. So I kind of wish I played it in that era. I didn't play Crash Bandicoot till I had a PS2. But yeah, like something like Crash Bandicoot, maybe like the original Resident Evil. Oh, God. Those controls, man. To this day, I still don't fuck with, like, I can't play the original Resident Evil. I gotta play like the GameCube version, and even then, it's not the greatest, you know. So yeah, anything that came out in the 90s that were, you know, when they were really trying to push things into the 3D world with really awkward controls, I feel like I would have loved to play those when they came out. Because I was born in the 90s, but stuff like Resident Evil, I didn't play until like, I don't know, like 10, 11, 12 years old. I know for a lot of people, though, it's the PlayStation Grand Theft Auto games, like the homie Hard 8 Times. He didn't get a chance to play those when they came out, and he didn't start playing them until now. I don't know what he thinks about the remasters, but, you know, if you don't play some of those Rockstar games when they came out, they don't hold up the greatest. I think going forward, like something like Red Dead Redemption 1 still holds up pretty decently. GTA 4, if you're playing it on PC, can hold up okay. But going back and playing something like, you know, Manhunt or, you know, like we said, the original Grand Theft Autos on the PS2. Well, not the originals, but, you know, GTA as we know it in the modern incarnation. Neo, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Alien TV series? Are you excited? Are you skeptical? So I'm skeptical of a lot of franchises from way back when getting revivals, because a lot of them, unfortunately, are not good. Cobra Kai is one of the few revivals or relaunches of an established IP that holds up very well. And all the other things that they've done, like they keep trying to reboot Terminator, it's not working. They keep trying to reboot this franchise, it's not working. So I'm always really skeptical when they do that stuff. But, you know, like most things, I'm willing to give it a shot if it's really interesting. And, you know, who knows? It could surprise us like Cobra Kai, because no one was really checking for Cobra Kai when that shit was announced. They're like, okay, a Karate Kid sequel again. But it ended up being really fucking good, man. So I'll see what it's hitting for. $2 super chat from Don Otaku. Crash was trash when it released. Oh, you've been waiting all day to say that, haven't you, Don Otaku? Yeah, you know, my boy, one of my best friends, Tundex, he was definitely a Super Mario kid growing up. He was like, no, fuck Crash Bandicoot, bro. It's trash. But yeah, those controls were not the greatest. Ayo, Lego Indiana Jones on the Xbox 360. Dude, when I got my Xbox 360, it came with Lego Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda. I got a 2-pack when I bought it. And yo, I played the shit out of that Kung Fu Panda game, bro. Now, you know, I actually am Asbelant, my guy. I know you've been here for a while. I don't think I said hello to you. So I'm so sorry, Asbelant. But hello to you, my friend. I think Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm really excited for that Lego Star Wars game that's coming out. Like the Skywalker, was it the Skywalker Saga? Like, bro, that shit looking pretty fucking fire. And I'm not even a big Lego fan, but I might buy that shit day one. I might buy. Sloth says I had that 2-pack as well. Yeah, bro. I feel like if you bought a 360 in late 2008, you definitely have that combo pack. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, I'm gonna mispronounce your name. I'm so sorry, my friend. Joao Araujo, I think that's how you pronounce it. He said he just found out he's gonna be a father. Oh my god, congratulations, dude. Holy shit. That is amazing. That is amazing. The question is, what child, like what system you're gonna start your child out with? That's a good question for everybody. Honestly, like if my kid starts growing up and they want to get into games, well, if I have, I'm not having kids for a few years, but if I have a kid, I'd probably get them introduced to, well, I mean, the first thing, obviously, if they start touching my modern systems, it'll probably be like a PlayStation 6 or, you know, like whatever the next Xbox is called. So they'll probably start with that. But at the same time, I want to introduce them to the classics, man. Because, you know, I keep a lot of my systems. So I want to go back and show them the Super Nintendo. I want to go back and show them the PlayStation 1. I want to, the GameCube and the Wii and all that. Because I feel like that's very important, because there's a lot of games that still have not been brought forward. I think that'd be fucking dope. Oh, wow. Everybody got that same 2-pack. I'm fucking crying, man. That's 3 people so far. Holy shit. You know what they got to do? They got to remaster Shrek, bro. That's what they need to do. 199 super chat from Good Life J. When will 24-hour fitness be 24 hours again? Bro, I have no good idea. I know a lot of the hard workers, you know, the people who work like third shift, that shit sucks, because 24-hour fitness, I think, closes like, what, 10 o'clock, midnight, something like that? Dude, it's a fucking struggle. It's terrible, man. I mean, for me, thankfully, I work evenings, so I always go to the gym in the mornings. But I know that fucking sucks for people who work like 3 to 11, for example. You know, let's say, for example, they have class in the morning, or they have kids in the morning, or they have anything else that distracts them in the morning and they can't go to the gym. Or the folks who work like 9 to 5 overnight, and maybe they sleep in and they want to go to the gym, you know, at certain times that are opportune for them. And for some people, like, believe it or not, like, one of my homies who I used to work with a few years ago, because this is back when we had the 4:30 a.m. shift, he would wake up, I shit you not, weird schedule, he would wake up at 1 a.m., go to the gym, come to work and clock in by 4:30, do our whole shift, and then he would leave, go home. He would be in bed by like, I want to say 3 p.m., 4 p.m., something crazy, man. He would get his 8 hours of sleep, wake up at 1, be out of the house by 1:30, go to the gym, work out for like 2 hours, and then drive to work. It was insane, bro. But he was dedicated. He was about that life. Oh, but this man's gonna be a whole father. That's awesome, bro. Oh my god, I'm dying. Flame just said, if I have a kid, I'm gonna start them on the Switch too, because I want to make sure they know where the bottom is, so when they try an Xbox and PlayStation, they ascend. That is a fact, bro. And if you do start them on that, the one thing I like about Nintendo games is that they're very accessible. So anyone can really pick up and play them for the most part. And I think that, you know, that will work well in their favor. And honestly, if they do break a Nintendo system, it would be much cheaper than buying a PlayStation or Xbox. But yeah, totally. If they don't know anything about like how great the other systems are from a, you know, technology perspective in terms of features and visuals and all that stuff, yeah, definitely start with the Switch. 999 super chat coming in from John McKinney. I would never want a Jurassic Park remake. However, only under one condition. Make it R-rated and just do a direct adaptation of the Michael Crichton novel. Yeah, that's the thing about a lot of people that don't know. The original Jurassic Park novel is very different from the movie. They're both good in their own ways. And yeah, if you are going to do something with Jurassic Park, if you are going to just call it standalone Jurassic Park movie, then, I mean, might as well do the novel. Or at least take other elements of the novel and do your own thing. But Jurassic Park now, unfortunately, it's just a whole bunch of goofy shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna watch that trailer, the new trailer, and I don't think I'm really gonna be that interested. Because honestly, to me, the only really good Jurassic movie was the first one. I liked World when it came out, and then I saw what they did with the sequel, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? It just got really dumb, bro. It's just like, it's like Transformers, but with dinosaurs. That's it. Devo says, what gym do you attend? I attend 24 Hour Fitness. It's a pretty popular commercial gym. Did you ever own a Game Boy Advance SP? Yes, I did. I had the Midnight Blue Game Boy Advance SP. I think I still have it in my drawer over there. I played a shit ton of stuff on that, man. I had that Yu Yu Hakusho Game Boy Advance game. I had, you know, Pokemon Sapphire, a couple Mario things, Golden Sun. Do I have my copy of Golden Sun up here? Where's... Okay, hold on. I gotta take some of these PSP games down. I think I have Golden Sun up here. Because I like to keep, like, sentimental Game Boy Advance games right over here. So I have a couple. I'll show you guys. I mean, most of y'all have seen these before, but, you know, screw it. Let's see. What do we have here? So, these are PSP UMDs. Okay, so I have a couple of here. A couple random ones. Let's see. Okay. So, starting at the list, what do we have? We have Naruto Ninja Council. Of course, you know, being a Naruto fan in the mid-2000s, you had to get this. And it's very surprising because this came out, because Naruto came out like, what, 2006 in the States? So, or was it 2000? No, I think it was 2005. It was 05. So this is like a really late Game Boy Advance SP game. But then again, the weirdest thing about the Game Boy Advance and the DS is they launched so close together. Well, that's obviously because the SP was like a revision and the DS was a new thing. But yeah, Naruto Ninja Council. What else do we have here? Ooh, what y'all know about Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku, though? Dude, I remember as a kid, I was stuck. I don't know what it was, but that first, I think it was that Raditz boss fight. That shit pissed me the fuck off until I figured out the trick and how to beat him. And then literally one of the greatest sequels of all time. No, I think Naruto came out in 05. We're talking about the anime, Positive Gamer. I think it came out in 05. I think because I was in middle school. I was in like 7th grade. Yeah, no, I think it was fall 05 Naruto came out. And the only reason I remember that is because there was this big promo of like Maguzi and Toonami, and they were pimping out Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and Naruto. Dude, one of the greatest sequels of all time. Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku. Holy fucking shit. This game and Boo's Fury. Oh my god, so good. So good, man. Let's see what else we have in here. Ooh, of course, you know, being a Kingdom Hearts fan, you gotta have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Yeah, less said about that, the better. Classic. What y'all know about the Mega Man Battle Network series? Dude, Battle Network was great. And to this day, I'm still pissing myself that Capcom has not brought this back. Capcom in general, it's like they put out one good Mega Man game and then they just don't put out anything else. It doesn't make any sense. But Battle Network was a lot of fun. This is the Team Proto Man version. Let's see. I only have a couple of things here because most of the stuff is in storage. So I found a lot of these in drawers. Oh, man. No, this is what was the coolest thing I loved about the Pokemon games. Is that they had the translucent game carts. So, you know, I had Pokemon Sapphire. And it just beautiful, man. Just look at this. Classic. So cool, man. So many hours poured into this game, man. So many. And legit one of the greatest games of all time, Golden Sun. That's it. One of the greatest games of all time. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Go play it. Quality games right there, bro. Quality games. Yeah, man. I have a couple of other Yu-Gi-Oh games too. I have some Mario games, just a couple of other things too. But yeah, I really loved the Game Boy Advance, man. Great system, bro. Great system. And dude, that clamshell design of the SP is so fucking cool. Alrighty. We have a $2 super chat coming in from the homie Flame. Golden Sun needs the Octopath treatment. Come on, dude. I'm saying though, like, I'm that type of person. I don't need a full remake of something like Chrono Trigger or Golden Sun. I don't need that, bro. I just need you to give me the games in the HD 2D style. I think, aren't they doing it for a Dragon Quest game as well? Like, bro, this is what the world needs. It's less time and effort. Just add in voice acting. You know, like up-res some things, make it look pretty. And then there you go. Like, I'm guarantee you people will be enthralled by it. Because if Octopath can sell really well, I'm sure all these other franchises that are established will be able to sell really well. Oh, it's Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D? Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. Why does Nintendo act like Golden Sun and Custom Robo don't exist? Because Nintendo only focuses on a very few select franchises, as they always have. Like, dude, look how long it took us to get a proper 2D Metroid game. Like, a brand new 2D Metroid game that's not like a remake. Look at, when was the last time we got a Donkey Kong game? When was the last time we got an F-Zero game? When was the last time we got a really good Star Fox game? Nintendo just, they always prioritize their money makers, which is in this case Mario, and obviously Smash Bros is a culmination, right? Mario. Now they're focusing on Legend of Zelda, which is cool. Kirby, ironically, and yeah, just all the other random shit. But yeah, it's just all about them doing other stuff. But honestly, I'm glad that some franchises are taking off, like Fire Emblem. I mean, I wish that we got more in the sense of like remasters and ports, but they just don't want to do that. It sucks, man. But I mean, it's every company does this. PlayStation is the same thing. You know, PlayStation could bring back a lot of franchises. They don't. Xbox could bring back a lot of franchises. They don't. Because everything at the end of the day does come down to, you know, logistics, unfortunately. If you could only keep one console, the Series X or the PlayStation 5. If I could only keep one system, it would probably be the PlayStation 5, because the Series X, while I love it and it's my preferred platform to play on, the PlayStation 5 still gets a lot of the games that I want to play that aren't on the Series X, right? So for me, PlayStation 5, you get the PlayStation exclusives. You get a lot of Japanese support too. That's something that the Xbox console is very much so lacking in. So if it got to a point where Xbox is getting a lot of those Japanese games day and date, I would definitely choose the Xbox. But as they are not, I am not going to be missing out on Final Fantasy 16. I'm not going to be missing out on the next part of the Final Fantasy 7 remake. I'm not going to be missing out on Persona. And I feel like if you have a PC and a PlayStation 5, it's a really good combination, because you're getting all the games that come out. Whereas if you had a Series X and a PC, okay, you might get a couple of games that aren't on Xbox on PC, but you're not going to be getting everything else, because not every single game that's on PlayStation, like their exclusives, will come to PC. Is there a point that they will at some point? Like maybe, possibly, but as it stands now, we can only operate as things are now. PlayStation games are exclusive to PlayStation for the time being. But yeah, what time is it? It's about 8:14 now, so I think it's about time for us to wrap up the stream, y'all. Went for a good solid 2 hours, which, you know, that was my quota for the Ask Neos. Let me just put these PSP games back. There we go. But yeah, you guys, I truly, from the bottom of my heart, I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, but I appreciate all y'all pulling up for the stream. I know, I gotta go, Flame. I gotta go. It's been 2 hours. It's all about life. Life is about balance, my friend. Life is indeed about balance, and we got to go do other things afterwards. Like we got to go watch Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer and Euphoria and all that good stuff. But man, this was, oh man, I feel it's so weird because it's like the second comeback show I've had of the year, but it's been a very, very awesome comeback show. As always, it is a pleasure to be kicking it with y'all. It seems like Tuesday evenings might be the wave going forward for Ask Neo. It seems like we had a lot of people, like we had a lot of our regulars in here. We had a crap ton of regulars in here. So do you guys think Tuesday nights will probably work best? Like Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel like that's good. I feel like that's pretty doable for most people. This man said, blow back sound. Oh my God, DIMWITMONKEY. It is not even Saturday, my friend. Not even Saturday. Calm down, Playboy. Bless you, bro. Oh no, bless you, Macho Channel. Bless you, bless you. Bless everybody in this chat. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run Ask Neos. We're gonna run them Tuesday evenings for the foreseeable future. So we'll run it for like the next 4 weeks. With the exception of March 1st. Because y'all know March 1st is Batman Day for me. So it won't be happening on that March 1st. But I might move Ask Neo to another day that week. So maybe we might do Ask Neo Monday night that week. Okay, we might be able to do it Monday night that week. But yeah, so it seems like going forward, it's going to be some type of a weekday. We'll stick with Tuesdays for right now. And yeah, before we go, y'all already know this. Y'all know what we're about to do. I'd hit up hydration check. And this is going to be a really brutal hydration check for me because I just opened this bottle of seltzer. As you can see, all the carbonation is going wild. So everybody grab your favorite H2O beverage of choice. You know, for some of them, like Flame, it could indeed be swamp water outside. You know, who's to say? Who's to say? But yeah, y'all, on the count of 3, we're going to commence with the hydration check. So 1, 2, 3, hydration. Oh, Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Woo! Got a little hydration action going. All right. This man said it hasn't rained, so no swamp water. Jesus Christ, it's about to be sewer water for you tonight, Flame. It looks like sewer water is back on the menu, boys. But yeah, you guys, appreciate y'all coming through to the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. Give your boy a follow on Twitter, join our Discord community, and I will be back sometime this week for the finale of Doki Doki Literature Club. I know, I'm sorry, I've been promising this for the longest time. I just, as you heard from earlier in the stream, I did not expect for a couple of things to shift in my life in a really positive way. But now that everything is back to normal for good, Doki Doki is going to be happening. I will let y'all know the day of the stream. I will tell y'all it's not happening Friday and Saturday night because I'm working those nights. But it could happen on, maybe happen tomorrow. It could happen on Sunday. You know, now that I know exactly when I won't be able to do things, it makes it very easy. But yeah, you guys, enjoy the rest of your mornings, your evenings, your afternoons, whatever time zone you may be in. Oh shit, Bree just popped in. Damn, sis. Damn, sis. Damn, sis. No. So sorry, Bree. Oh, but you know what? We gonna see you on the next one. So yeah, you guys enjoy your mornings, your afternoons, your evenings, whatever y'all may do. From me for now, my name is NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.